Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Thursday. We're glad you're with us tonight. Tonight is all about jewelry as usual. We've got an incredible show for you, and it is all about the best. We've got amazing values. We've got brand new. We've got some returning favorites that are also very exciting on the show, so we're looking forward to having this time together. Of course, this is our new earlier start time, so it has taken effect as of Monday, and that means every single Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are going to be at 5 to 8 Pacific time. That is 8 to 11 on the East Coast. So we're so glad to have you with us, all ready to go, ready to shop, giving you a little early head start to our fabulous day. And there's going to be so much to show you that is going to be including our blue wing block D that is in our signature mounting. Very excited about that. A Morganite that looks like a pink diamond. It is so incredible. We have a very, very special ruby band ring. This is perfect for the holiday season. It's but really year round because jewelry has no season. We have rubies and diamonds together in a princess cut band that are so spectacular. If you are a Kunzite lover, I've got 3 options for you, all at a blowout price. So we're going to see those as well, and they're all different in their shape. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got so many exciting pieces as usual. There are a lot of one-of-a-kinds to see throughout the show. So if there is something you love and you see it on the air and you really love it, call us early. Make sure you're ready to go because that is the key to getting in on your favorite ideas. And then there's also going to be, there's a large yellow diamond. We had our 1.5 carat last night. I've got a 1 carat tonight that's really stunning. And so we'll see all of that and more. If you have requests, please get those in. It's a great time to shop. December 5th here. So 20 days away from holidays approaching. So how about this? We do, believe it or not, have some great giftable ideas even in this show. I'm going to make it a priority to have in every single show I do from now till Christmas time and Hanukkah. We're going to bring you some very, very affordable giftable ideas, but still in the fine jewelry you love. So we do have some great pieces tonight that include sapphires in a necklace, beautiful Morganite and aqua together, really the best of barrel, and a few other surprises. How about this? One of my favorite items of the night is actually an amethyst in a heart shape. Can't wait to show it to you. So we're actually going to get started with something we haven't seen a lot of lately. It's a pink diamond. Take a look at this. It's actually, I would say, more of a purple diamond. Really, it's got a lot of color to it, and it's got one of those beautiful brand new mountings that we love in platinum. It's 112-6850 is your item number here. It's really special, and it's going to be a platinum setting with a little bit of rose gold, and then you've got this beautiful, almost like, think of it like a band with some open work to it, but then everything that sits in the center, nice large diamond weight there. It starts with this 5-pointer in this pinky purple. Remember, all of our diamonds that we bring you are natural. So that means that that pink color is natural. It means our yellows are natural. It means our blues and greens and chameleons and all those are all natural colors. But this is where you're getting a little bit more of a real true purple color. I mean, I think hot pink is maybe, it's right on that edge of hot pink and purple and lavender together. And it's a round, which is a little more unique to see in a really anything in a nice size of fancy colored diamond. We don't see a lot of rounds because obviously they are wasteful cuts. So don't see many of those. And we have got a great value here coming your way. 52 points in the white diamonds as well. Again, some larger stones that you have set within, and that's going to be your larger and your smaller, and just a really nice mix. It still is going to be that halo around it, but then extending out east and west among what would be the split shank style. So really beautifully done. Here it is on the hand, because I think that is really, oh my, that's a really pretty, I would say, nice mid-size ring. Great medium-size proportion to it. It's actually supposed to be $24.99. We're going to make it a lot better than that. So come on in. It's a fabulous way to go, and it is a really beautiful look. And of course, your total weight would be 57 points in diamonds. So getting real close to that 2/3 of a carat range in one great ring, in one fabulous buy. Everything has got to be affordable, but that is really about the color. It's the color. It's the color. That's always the priority in any gem you purchase, but also in the fancy world of diamonds as well. You want to have the best color possible. That is it. It's not even going to be $1,000. It's an early bird special, that's for sure. We're going to make it $999 only. And then if you are a Tahitian pearl fan, stick around. We've got a Tahitian pearl necklace. It's the full-on pendant and chain together. Really special look there. So we're going to see that shortly. We've got a beautiful brooch that's actually going to have butterflies. I know we have a lot of butterfly fanatics out there. I've got a triple butterfly brooch, and it is going to be many, many ways to wear. So we'll talk about that. And then, oh, also golden zircon lovers. That's been one of our hottest zircons of late. We've loved the blues, but we're also digging the bright goldens that we have. So we have a great golden zircon that is here tonight. It's going to be some of the best and brightest of golden colors. So all of that and more, but let me know who's got that one at $999. Let's proceed. We've got, oh, and cat's eye and indicolite lovers. Most of them have been $7,000 and $8,000 historically on the show. I've got a really, really important cat's eye. It's the most affordable I can ever recall having. And at the bottom of this hour, we're going to bring out those Kunzites. So if you're a Kunzite fanatic, make sure you stay with me about 25 minutes from now. Here is the cat's eye indicolite. It's rare enough and really a challenge to get just true indicolite tourmaline to begin with. But with that chatoyant, phenomenal effect of cat's eye, even more so. So this is a really, really special piece, and we're gonna make it easy. Promise you that if you've wanted one of these, fabulous. I know that indicolites are pricey. Again, very, very rare to find them. This is a carat 52 in the size. So you start with a great size, then you're gonna get even more so with the diamonds. This is really important. The way it's set keeps it classic, but then you have that really, really special color. It's a true blue, but not like a sapphire is blue. The indicolites in tourmaline, of course, this is the blue variety of the tourmaline family. They are a little different than your traditional sapphire colors or topaz colors or even typical tourmalines, right? Because we see blue greens a lot here in Paraíba. This is a little different. Take a look at this. You're going to love it. It's actually, it's going to be our 152. It's 1169. And it's going to be a 152 center stone that's got a little bit of a, we're calling it an oval. It's very much what I would call a roval, right in between a round and an oval in its proportion. And then you have 88 points in the VS diamonds as well. So you can change the gold color. We like to give you that offering when we can, which is most of the time, but it's a very, very special way to go, and get ready because it is not gonna last. We know that, especially with this markdown when it did start at $49.99. Great price for a cat's eye indicolite like this is, but really specialty. And yet, you know, sometimes indicolites, sometimes the chatoyancies, no matter what the stone, whether it's chrysoberyl, whether it's indicolite, whether it's some of our tiger's eye, if you're familiar with them, is that sometimes the chatoyancin can be a little bit, I would say, muted or a little bit kind of just faded where it doesn't actually show up too much. This one is really bright. It's the contrast of having that deeper blue color of the stone with a brighter glow to the chatoyancy that you have. Here it is on the hand as well. So you can see that size, and then 88 points in the diamonds, classic double halo, diamonds down the shank, everything. But it's not even $49.39 or $29.99. There's a reason it's here 7 minutes into the show. And that is because, well, there's one, yes, that's typical for us, but it's also going to be that amazing value we love, where it's not even $19.99. This is a markdown. It is a major, major value. It's a great way to go if you want something rare and exotic, and it's not even close to $19.99. Come on in. I know you're going to love it. I know you're going to want to have it in your collection. I look at all of our collectors that are, you know, good old-fashioned bona fide collectors already. You know, those of you that have a little bit of everything, have been shopping for jewelry for years, know your gems, have the rare varieties. This is something that even most collectors do not have. So we're really excited to be able to bring it to you. And of course, this value, better than even $1,500 to get it. Take a look at it. Not going to last. We know that. It's also not even $14.99. So a huge markdown on our carat 52. And let's make it easy. It's going to be $1,399 only for that one incredibly rare and specialty piece that we have for you at $13.99. So a big, big value there. And of course, only just that one. So want to make sure you grab it really quickly. Of course, isn't that the beauty of a one of a kind? Not only do you know that you're wearing the only piece like it in the world, but also you've got a great look at what to expect. This is not going to be no surprises, right? You know exactly what to expect when it gets home. You know exactly what it's going to look like when it's on your hand and in your collection, and what a superstar piece that is to get a hold of. So $13.99. We'll make that yours. And then are you ready to see Tahitian pearls at an incredible value? One very distinctive Tahitian pearl in a great necklace. It's part of a pendant chain combo. I know you're going to love it. We'll see that next. And then get requests in if you have them. We'd love to help you out with whatever you shop for or want to shop for tonight. We'll be very, very happy and, to help you out. And keep in mind, as a lot of you, boy, I can imagine with our big announcements last week and being the week of a holiday week of Thanksgiving, so many of you are maybe just getting up to speed on our new schedule and our new hours and all of that. So I'll continue to remind you if you're wondering, oh, why is TV on so early? And what's happening with Fridays? And did I hear there are more shows on the weekends? Yes, yes, and yes. So we're going to talk about all of that. Remember that I just want to mention early, we are going to have tomorrow night our first in, gosh, it's been over a year. So our first Friday night back on TV at the same time tomorrow. So that kicks off tomorrow. We've been doing online only. We're going to bring you a television and online experience on Friday at the same time. So get ready for that. And Tahitian Pearl will be next. So looking forward to that. But $13.99 if you'd like that one and only indicolite that we have. So that's really, really important. And oh, I'm so glad. I know that mounting. I know, Tracy, I love that too. So thank you for checking in. Which one did you get? You have the citrine, the tanzanite, oh, and the kunzite. Oh, okay, good. I don't know if I've I don't know if I've seen that one. So Tracy, well done. Thank you so much. All right, so coming up, let's take a look at this. This is our pearl. This is such a good one. Tahitian pearl, and look at the colors. We talk about, and I'm going to go ahead and just polish up the fingerprint because that's not something you see unless it's on, you know, a magnified view on TV. But this is really beautiful and brand new. It's also an 18 karat solid white gold here, and we love to see that. But it's a really important Tahitian because if you've ever wondered, how does a Tahitian pearl get higher end? How does it get more important? Well, the answer is 6882 because this is a great visual of what you want in a premium variety of Tahitian pearl. It's not just gray or charcoal gunmetal colors. It's got a richness about it. It's a true black pearl, but naturally has these beautiful greens and purples and different kinds of luster that are almost mirror-like. I mean, you can actually see our gold and diamonds are reflected into the pearl. And to think that pearls don't get any help, that's naturally how it occurred in the mollusk. So the black-lipped oyster is what makes this available to us. It's a huge 11 millimeter. It's all in 18 karat gold. You have 18 points in diamonds. It's a longer piece. We're going to throw in the chain so that if you are, let's just say, face it, if it's your first pendant ever, or if it's something where you want a giftable that's going to be all-in-one great piece, well, this is it with the chain included. It's a smooth, and I'm talking silky smooth box link chain that you're getting. It's got some length, as you can see there. It's got a nice long length to it, and we'll show you exactly what to expect here with the piece on the measurement. It's going to be about 1 3/4 inches, top to bottom, and that pearl, a great size. We always do a millimeter size. That's the diameter of the pearl. Then we're throwing in an 18-inch chain, but this is what's so important. This chain is adjustable. So you see that little bead there, you're going to slide that in if you want that to be a shorter length than 18 inches. So you can really make it really just a variety of different lengths that suit whatever the neckline is that day. And speaking of necklines, we'll take it on over so you can see what that's all about from a distance away and really again get an idea of not just the sheen of that 18 karat gold here, but also the way the chain is going to match that and give you that beautiful look. So we'll go right back on up close, get you another great look at it, and it's good size bail. So I like to point out, if you have our Diamonds by the Yard and you like to switch out a basic chain for something with diamonds, you can do it. There's plenty of room in that bail to accommodate any of our Diamonds by the Yard, but this one's actually going to be $29.99. That makes sense with a big Tahitian pearl like this is. Instead, you get it for a lot less tonight, and it's a great one only, so all you have to do is pick up the phone, dial in, not going to be $29 or even close to $2,500. Tahitians are rare. I think we get confused sometimes and we think all pearls are alike, when in actuality, it's not. It doesn't work that way. Not all pearls are alike. You can't judge a white pearl the same way you judge a pink or a golden or a black pearl. They're all different, and they're definitely, you've got a rare variety here, and we're going to make it better than $2,000, better than $1,000. I'm going to make it $9.99 first caller. You get the chain with it. That's a good $600 chain on its own that you're getting all together with the piece in 18 karat solid. So that's very special. So enjoy it if you get it. It's only $9.99. Remember, we have that Kunzite deal coming up in about 15 minutes. If you've ever wanted an affordable Kunzite, I do have a heart shape. I do. I have a heart shape and I have a beautiful, we'll get there, cushion cut. It's going to be a lot of fun. So get ready for Kunzites that are going to be all super, super, super affordable, but that is so lovely. And for those of you that really, I always think that, you know, the real elegant woman's going to have some great statement pendants. You know, I think we think about cocktail rings and then we think about pendants, and pendants sometimes are afterthoughts. This is such a beautiful way that still with the black and white spectator look going on, and it's sold. It's going to be one you wear a lot. So let me show you our color change sphene. This is actually not brand new. It's been here a couple of days, but it's got a new markdown today. So I thought, let's bring it out for our color change sphene lovers. There are many of you out there, and don't forget about the indicolite that we had with the cat's eye phenomenal and that pinky purple diamond that we brought you to start. But 112-6351 is coming up right now. This is our 245. So it's going to be a really, really special elongated cushion cut. I know our wheel's a little wonky, so forgive us. We had some technical issues right up to the show, like to the last second. So we were still getting everything in order. So forgive us on that. The wheel's a little wonky, but it's going to be a beautiful setting with this is 6351, and it's going to be a big cushion, 245 in that size with that great length because it's a little more elongated than some cushions are. And yet, how about that size? Rare to get a 2 karat 45 color change sphene, but it's got 73 points in diamonds as well. We kept that classic. We gave you almost 3/4 of a carat there. So you've got a classic mounting, but this is going to be something special. And remember, it's one of the bigger ones we have. I know we love our sphenes overall. I think we can all appreciate for what they are and what they do. That's the dispersion that you see already, where you're seeing rainbow light colors all the way through the stone as you see it in just a normal light. When you see the stone in a different type of light, let's say you go from fluorescent lighting to incandescent lighting, you're going to witness a color change phenomenal that very few stones in the world give us. This is one very special piece, and it goes to red. Everywhere you see that body color bright green, it goes to red. So again, this is very, very important to pick up on if you love a great sphene, and you know that they rarely come in a 1 carat plus size. So to get to, actually almost 2.5, means it's one of the bigger stones that we have to show you. It's amazing, it's bright, it's beautiful, it's very, very, very colorful with all the colors of the rainbow, and it's actually going to be better than the $49.99 where it began. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It can be done in any gold color you want. It's in the yellow, it can be done in white or rose if you prefer. But never in a million years with this new markdown, and I think, I know that we've seen a lot of 1 carat stones go for the price that is up and coming. So if you want the value, this is how and why you want to be on the phone lines first, because it is going to fly, and that is simply because there has not been a $245 priced this way. It's just so much more rare. It's kind of like we think of with diamonds. Not all stones are super rare in big sizes, but sphene is. It's not one that's readily available in large sizes. We know that from what we've seen in the inventory, but to be able to get a $245 and then to get it under 5, under 4, under 3,000, how about $29.99? Makes a lot of sense. But again, showed it to a couple of you who are looking for those bigger stones. You said, well, it's still a little pricey. We're going to take it all the way down to our rock bottom. We're going to go ahead and lose money on the one big sphene that we have right here, right now. So it's going to be a matter of who can be first and ready to go, and no, you are not even going to spend $2,500 on our $245. $1,000 a carat is so good for a stone like this. Very unusual to find or to see. We're actually going to take it significantly less and lower for you, so you don't have to pay that. And watch this go, because it's going to fly. We know that. And it's only going to be $1,999 only if you'd like to get it. So under $2,000 for a very, very important piece. And that's going to be, $19.99 to get our one and only of that size. I think that's it in the big sizes now that we have left. Don't think there's much of anything left in the color change sphene, so it would be of utmost importance to dial in and get them, because I think sometimes we take for granted that we're always going to be able to bring you all the Potayivas and the yellow diamonds and the tanzanites in the world, when the fact is that a lot of those stones that I just mentioned are running really, really low. To the point where it almost begs the question, are we going to have to bring you something other than jewelry at some point in time at TVON? Because it's like a lot of what we've loved in that best of quality is just simply running out. So it's really of critical. I mean, I think there are so many main categories of what we bring where that's exactly the case. We're getting down to nothing in what we have, and replacing them is impossible. Replacing the quality we become used to, replacing the values we've gotten so accustomed to. It's impossible to do. So here's how you get it. And then, of course, $19.99. By the way, who picked up the Tahitian pearl there, Tim? Do you know who that was? Hi, Vincent. Thank you so much. Appreciate you shopping with me tonight. Take a look at this. This is our tanzanite. It's a new one. It's actually got a big pear shape in platinum, kind of a highway design, and everything is smudged. So we'll get that up for you shortly. And then we do have a Art Deco style. Hey, calling all vintage Art Deco lovers out there, we've got something we rarely see, because typically you do have to go to an estate piece to find something of this design and style. We aren't one for estate jewelry. We don't bring you any. We don't bring you used jewelry. We don't bring you estate jewelry. We bring pieces that have been worn by somebody else for years. We just bring you new. So that's where it becomes a little more difficult to find styles like this, because not a lot of designers do a very Art Deco style. We usually do rely on going to estates or vintage or previous collections to find those pieces. Here is 112-6812, and it's going to be all pave, and you've got 18 karat solid gold. So we're really doing that upgrade on the gold for you here. But then look at this, and the way it's going to extend down the hand is really pretty, because it's all over. Just the whole overall design is elongated, so we love to see that. Plus it's going to be 65 points in diamonds in 18 karat solid. Now it's going to stay in the yellow gold, but really can be worn because of the length anywhere on the hand with that 65 points, and they're all bigger diamonds, all pave into this design. It's so much prettier though when you see it on, because you're going to get a little peek into that negative space that we see, so you get a little bit of skin tone showing through, which I think is, again, one of the hallmarks of this era in jewelry design, and yet a beautiful, significant, substantial. Look at the length. It's almost about 3/4 of an inch long from one side to the other. Don't worry, the band is really, even though it's wider, it's still going to be a very wearable band. So if you're not used to longer rings, I think this is one you can still manage, but it's actually going to be a whole lot more affordable than even $39.99. We got a big value here. And it's just one of our best. And it's not even $2,000. Well, we already took the half off right then and there, and you don't pay $19.99. We're going to make it a lot better. And again, I get requests every day for more vintage styles. Do you have anything that's, people ask just point blank, do you have anything in estate jewelry? Do you have anything that's vintage, old world, something whether you're looking for yourself or somebody else who happens to love that era of design? It is more unusual to find here. And so what we're doing is bringing you one that is that look, but in solid, heavy, really good gold weight. We're talking about if you miss heavier pieces, because you know in today's day and age, not a lot of jewelry is made the way it once was. And that's just all a response to what gold's doing. That's what has to happen when you see gold soaring in price the way it does. I mean, gold is not done either. We'd like to think that it's hit its pinnacle. I don't think so. And none of the experts think so either. Looks like we could see gold pricing per ounce extend past $3,000 an ounce in short order. So this is a really critical piece to pick up. It's not going to be $1,500 or $14.99. We're going to make it so affordable right now. It's only $12.99 if you'd like to get it. But what a value for something that, again, significant gold weight all the way around. A lot of bigger individual diamonds that are pave. A lot of people think pave has to be just little one-pointers. These are not. So you've got a really good significant piece all the way around, and $12.99 brings it to you. Also, yellow sapphire lovers, we got something for you. Morganite lovers, there is a pendant. Actually, we have two. There's one that's just Morganite, one that's going to be Morganite and aqua together, what I call the best of barrel, all in one. And get ready, because our big top of the hours are do not miss. I want to show you this necklace. Giftable, we're going to start with something giftable 20 minutes in. And giftable on several fronts because it's actually one piece, but it's actually two gifts if you want it to be. And let me show you what I mean by this next gorgeous example of sapphire and diamonds in a little bit of the spike design, but this is not coming with just any ordinary chain. It's wearable by anybody. I know a lot of gals also ask me a lot, do you have anything that I could get for the younger generation? Because you may want to introduce some of your family members, whether it's daughters, granddaughters, nieces, into fine jewelry, because you're not into shopping for, maybe you just, you know, after being spoiled by fine jewelry values here for years, you're probably thinking, I'd like to introduce the new generations into that fine jewelry that we love. Here's the way you do it. With something that didn't have to cost a fortune, so you don't have to worry about, you know, sometimes the younger gals, if they're not used to having valuable, important things in their collection, we worry about spending too much on that first item in fear that, you know, what if it were, you know, heaven forbid to get lost, or what if someone was a little bit careless? Well, this is that great piece, and really for any age at all. I'm just really noting that we don't do a lot of smaller petite jewelry pieces, and a lot of you do look for those when you're looking for gifting. So this is it, something that's really wearable by any and all, and could be the younger gals as well. But it's a 45-point blue sapphire and item number 4459. And it's going to be our 45-point blue that's set east to west. And then it's among, think of it like a little spiked arrow design, diamonds top and bottom, that's pave, and 7 points there. Now that's all in the white gold. Now here's the great thing about this one. It's going to come with a chain, but the chain, as you're probably noticing already, has not one, but two bezel set diamonds. One, and here's the other one right on over here, two. This is designed to be a chain that's really meant to showcase and really, I would say, emphasize your favorite pendant, whether it's this one or something else. This is your new go-to pendant chain because it's not just an ordinary chain. It's a chain you can wear by itself as a necklace. It's a chain you can wear with the sapphire that you see here. It's a chain you can put on your other pendants as well, because with the presence of those two diamonds, what they do is they really highlight and showcase. They're meant to go, you can wear one on each side, you can wear two on one side, but however you wear it, it's a beautiful high-end chain that's going to be, and I don't think that diamond weight is included in the actual chain there. That's the pendant itself. The chain's extra. And those are good sized diamonds that are bezel set in the chain itself. So they look great. Take a look at it. And we'll show you what we can do here on value because we're going to make it super, super affordable. Have to do that. It's in white gold only. I've only got a couple available. So we've got the consistent color. I do want to show you from a distance away to give you an idea. The chain is also adjustable. It's even got, and I'm going to even it up here because I want to show you the way I would wear it, where you have a diamond on each side, as you can see there. So see how one diamond bezel set about an inch away or so from the pendant? That's one way to do it. And then look at this adjustability. We've even got the premium lobster claw closure. The 16, 17, and 18-inch lengths you can choose from. The chain that comes off and can be worn with other things. You get to decide. You get to wear it how you wish. It's not even $9.99 to get it. It's the perfect gift idea. Or if you needed, let's say, multiple gifts because you like to do the same thing for multiple people, and let's say you need the same gift 3 times over. You can get 3. You can get 4. You could get 2 if you want to. Get one for yourself and one for a loved one, and you wear them together. Look how beautiful that is. And the color, you know, even from this distance away, what a beautiful, bright, royal blue color you have. It's not even $499. We're going to sell them out quickly. This is one of those giftables that I want to be sure and bring to you every single show between now and holidays, so that we can say that, yes, we can still make fine jewelry, the best of the best, still giftable for you, and it's not going to be $499. And you're getting everything you see there. It's chain, it's pendant, it's everything. Do not miss out on it. Get as many as you need until they're sold out. White gold only, that's the only caveat. And that's the other great thing about pendants, is that you don't need to worry about sizing at all. You don't need to worry about size. You don't need to worry about even do they have the right chain, because we're throwing that in. A super deluxe, super high-end chain to go with it, and it's $399 only. And that, how many would you like, Jason? I know you were first on the phone lines. We'll see who's got one already, but that is such an amazing buy when you think about VS diamonds in that chain as well. And no, we do not put in some regular old, somewhat standard diamonds just because they're accents in a chain. We still go with our VS standard that we love, which is our standard, but really, again, super elite anywhere else. So that's a beautiful way to be shopping giftables, or something to really just give you something this time of year when maybe you're thinking about all the other people on the list that you're shopping for, but you want to still get something special for yourself. I think that's a great way to go at $399. We have a yellow sapphire that's new. We have some really fantastic earrings that are Ammolite that you don't see every day because they're test stones to match. So we'll bring that as well. But $399, 30 seconds. And then I think we're going to get ready for our Kunzite presentation. We've got 3 different Kunzites, all incredibly priced for you. So they're going to be on the way, and so looking forward to those. And then Morganite coming up a little bit later. It's just, it is all night long, party time for jewelry. Shop till you drop tonight, because that's kind of how our values are. One of the biggest tanzanite values I have ever brought. I know I made a lot of waves last night when I brought you a tanzanite value in an emerald cut. Tonight it's going to be all about the classic oval in our signature mounting, the mounting that I've been selling for 23 years on television that we still can't get enough of. I'm going to bring that to you in tanzanite. Don't forget ruby and diamond princess cut band. I can't wait to show it to you, but let's take a look at this one more time, because at $399, I feel like that should be gone, right? Feel like there should be a couple of callers that are thinking about getting something special in that classic blue sapphire. Goes with everything. We live in a denim society, so I think anybody who, you know, thinks, well, am I going to wear that a lot? I think you will every day, because again, for the beautiful color blue that we love, that looks good on everybody, that's not some blue topaz, no offense to blue topaz, but it's certainly one of the more affordable of the blue gems out there. Kind of nice to be able to get a sapphire, where it's one that has a lot of value to it, a lot of, again, really, really importance and symbolism, and we love that and the classic nature of it. $399. So, Jason, how many are you getting over there? Yes, so I explained that, and it will, and it still will. It will come off, yeah. So again, the question was, will the pendant come off, or is that stuck and attached forever and ever to that chain? The answer is yes. So even though there are big bezel set diamonds, your bail is big enough so that that pendant can come off that chain. And like I was saying, if you have other pendants, because you probably have a whole jewelry box full of other pendants at home, right? So if you have other pendants that you want to use because maybe the chain you've been using doesn't have diamonds and you're ready to upgrade, that's the way to do it. We are throwing in that chain that gives you the diamonds, but at the same time, you can take that chain off, use it with all your other pendants. So could your gift recipient as well. Put it on with anything you have, anything you love. But that is an upgrade, because most of the chains that we use every day and that we wear every day don't have bezel set diamonds. This one does, so it gives you that higher end step up. So I think that, again, that's really just, it's really 2 pieces of jewelry in one for $399. So that's why we love it. That's why we think it should be gone. That's why I'm proud to bring it to you. And it's not some teeny tiny little throwaway piece that you're never going to see. You saw it against the neckline. It's really got a great size. And because the blue sapphire is so strong a color, that makes all the difference in the world. All right, let's get ready for this, because the Kunzite value you're about to see, it's one of our specialties, because even though there's Kunzite other places, what you don't see is this quality anywhere else. And I'm starting with, oh my goodness, if only I had 200 of these, that would be nice. Of course, this is TVON, and what we don't have, and that is, I would say, the only downside of this network, is that we don't have a lot of quantity of anything, because there simply isn't a lot of quantity of heart-shaped, perfect, saturated Kunzites like this. Now, I also have, look at it in rose gold. I don't like it, but I don't love rose gold. I love the stone. I don't like rose gold and Kunzite together. I know it's pink and pink, and you think, well, why wouldn't that work, pink and pink? Well, the truth is, our Kunzite has really got more purple and lavenders and blues than it does pink, and the rose gold itself is more peach. So one's a warmer tone, one's a cooler tone. I think the white gold's the best way to go. That's my own personal opinion. You know, write me the hate mail if you want to, but again, I think that rose gold is your last choice. The good news is, is, you can change it. So if you look at the white gold that we have here and here, you're hopefully deciding which you like the best. And guess what? If you want yellow gold instead, we can do that too. So I just have 3 examples of great Kunzite in rare cuts from the heart to the radiant to the emerald cut. So you decide what you like. I just think those tones don't match. I would love to see that in white gold. Please try to look past it. Try to. Please try. Please try to look past that, that rose gold, because you can change whatever you want to anything you want. So that's what we're doing for you. So that hopefully makes it easy to go ahead and say, okay, don't worry. I really like that radiant cut, because I know a lot of us do want that beautiful neon of that radiant cut, but you don't have to leave it in the rose gold it's in. So you can change it up. You see other examples here in the white gold. If that's what you prefer, go there. If you want yellow gold, well, these are strong enough colors where normally if it was your average routine material in Kunzite, I would say avoid the yellow gold too, because it might absorb some of that yellow gold color. These are so bright and neon. I mean, it's the color I'm wearing. It's that orchid color. So you're more fuchsia instead of being a very light, barely there color where a lot of Kunzites look colorless or white. You've got enough punch to it that it still looks really good in the yellow gold. So please feel free to choose your gold color, and we're not going to charge you a penny to change it up. I do have some carat weights. They're all going to be over 3, but under 4. So they're all between 3 and 4 carats. Here's how they work. The smallest one up there is the radiant cut right here. That's going to be the 329. Has 20 points in diamonds in what I call the hourglass mounting. The next one is the heart shape. That's going to be actually 394. So we're going to work our way up. 394 in the heart shape. Diamonds are burnished in, 19 points there. And then the largest is right over here, the 398 emerald cut. That's going to have 9 points in diamonds, just 2 bigger stones. But wait, no, it's not just 2. It's 2 that you see from the front, but there's 2 on the side and 2 on the other side. So there's actually going to be, think of it like a cube that is created in diamonds up top where that band meets the side of the stone. So you actually get diamonds on 3 different angles, 3 different sides. What can we do to make these affordable, to let them all go? And I have nobody on the phone lines yet, when I think you probably have a preference. And if you're worried about the price tag, don't be, because there's a reason they're on a wheel, and the reason they're on a wheel is because they're all meant to go. They got to go today. They got to go now, they got to go quickly, and I'm bringing the price down accordingly so that they can. And you're going to get your ring a size of choice, you're going to get your gold color of choice, and you're going to get a money-back guarantee, and you're going to get it shipped to your doorstep for free. And anything else I can throw in, let me know. But I can't think of anything off the moment that you would need added except a big old value on a what should be $19.99 across the board. They are not. Oh, this is going to be very exciting for our Kunzite lovers out there, or maybe you can't decide and you get to. That heart shape is glistening as if only usually a round could do that. Look at that heart shape and think about, for gifting, for any occasion at all, how sweet it is to give a heart-shaped stone, especially with that kind of neon and that kind of dance. Look at that emerald cut. You know, you'd think an emerald cut might have a little lighter saturation typically. No, it does not. And then this one, my favorite. It's the deepest color for sure. Just obviously we're comparing here the best of the best against the best of the best, but if we're really just looking at what is a shade darker, it would be that radiant cut on the left side. I don't want to do $9.99. I just think that's going to maybe just perhaps leave them here. And this is so early in our Thursday. Want to make sure that we get everybody a chance to have something grand and special and different and bold and all the best of the best, but without paying the price tag you should. And so if you don't love $9.99, you're in luck, because we got a better value. And we're blowing them out, and they're not going to last. They're not going to stick around here. You got to call me early, because they are all one onlys. So when they're gone, they're gone. What can we do except send them out at a great price, get you the early birds of the evening here, ready to go, ready to get something special, ready to get something no one else is going to have, and they're not going to be $9.99. Huge value. I predict they're going to be gone in 60 seconds or less. That probably, I don't know how it could be any other way, and I will let you know. We'll try them on as we get you the chance here. I think the heart shape, no doubt, going to be one of our favorites here, and then I'll go ahead and add the, let's take a look at this. There's the heart shape next to the radiant. Again, switch that gold color, and then here's that fabulous emerald cut. So again, from a distance, they're still all delivering those bright neon lavenders. It's like looking at purple diamonds, if you've ever seen one. Very, very unusual in the in nature to get purple diamonds. That's what this is like looking at. It's almost like having purple diamonds here on display. They're not even $899. We're making it better than that. Call me quickly. That's the radiant. There's the heart shape. There's the emerald cut. All in that 3 to 4 carat. Again, 2 of the 3 are right under that 4 carat range, and yet we're going to make them $888 for 60 seconds only. Grab your favorite, and whichever one you like, it's going to be yours. And again, all the extra benefits of really customizing it to make it your own and make it specialty for you. So however we can help you. But that's all we got, 55 seconds left to show them and showcase them and get you all set up with that great value and changing the gold, getting your size, amazing gift ID. These are all out of the Afghan region, which make it the very best in the world, because if they weren't, first of all, you would never get that color out of any other source, that's for sure. That's what that source is known for, is bringing that really saturated color that you're seeing there. And we'll see who's got what, but we're only looking at them for 30 seconds more, because we have that kind of show in store. We have a very big lineup, a lot to get to tonight, lots to share with you. A fabulous Congales tourmaline that's blue-green that looks like, well, it looks like the $300,000 piece that we should be seeing in a museum, but it's not going to be. Do we have any questions about those Kunzites before we leave them to be? I hope we do get a few of those. I think the heart shape, given that it's so bright, I love that one. I think that should be gone first, given that we have a real need for heart shapes. We get so many requests. That is my favorite stone of the night by far. It looks like a $300,000 Paraiba without being $300,000. And look at the way they did the basket and elevated. So we're going to have that coming up for you as well. So lots of excitement for our Kunzite lovers. And there's a big emerald mark down, one of our 2.5 carat plusers, coming way, way down in price. Very excited about that. And a band. We've never seen anything quite like this. We're not really one to do princess cuts all that often. Look what we have coming up in a little bit. Rubies and diamonds, all princess cuts. And in that band, it feels very festive holiday, but the truth is, it is year-round, beautiful rarity all together. What are we doing leaving those here? Questions, requests, anything we can try on for you? Remember, all over 3 carats, but really getting close to 4, especially the heart and especially the emerald cut. Just under 4 carats in size at $888. So that does it for our Kunzites. That's all I have, by the way. In Kunzites this evening, it is just those 3. So we really put our value kind of all in one wheel for you, made them super affordable, got you that value, made the deal possible. And then here's what I'm going to show you, the zircon. This has been so popular of late. I've only had a couple, and they've been these really big, bright, beautiful yellow diamond-like zircons that have been going out so quickly. We have got a new one here that is just unbelievably bright and saturated. I'll move on from those. And again, $888 if you need any of those. And then here we are. This is just perfection. And honestly, I think that it provides its own light somehow. It's almost like it's electrified. I feel like if we just got a little too close to it, it just might shock you. I mean, it just feels like it's electricity in that stone. It's item number 112561. It's my favorite golden zircon we've seen thus far. And we've had a lot of beauties here. But this really does, I'll tell you, it looks more like a sapphire than a diamond. But a rare, deep colored yellow sapphire would be rare on its own. This is giving you something sapphire cannot do. And that is a double refractive quality that is going to make it bright and diamond-like. So it's really stunning. It's an 8 carat 30 and 71 points in diamonds. And I think sometimes stones just read as high-end. It's got a little smudge, so I'm going to see if I can get that off as I try it on for you. And we'll see what you think of this natural, exotic, where, look at this, no matter how it turns, I've not seen this. We talk about elevators of light. That is what I call the elevators of light. Do you see just how that light runs all the way up and down? But elevators usually go up and down, and that's it. Watch what happens when I turn the stone this way. It's got elevators going, maybe it's Wonkavators. They're going sideways, right? Isn't that the only elevator that goes sideways, backwards, forwards, whatever? That's what's happening here. This is really something. Look at that. At the same time, it's like you have little laser light beams going all the way up and down, north and south, and then east to west in the stone at the same time. Never seen a stone do this. And then it's almost like they're all vibing together. It just is unreal how this is so unbelievably refractive, bright, beautiful. I mean, all I'm doing is just giving it ever so subtle a movement, and yet it's got so much power, so much light return. And I need to know who wants to own the best of our zircons when all the designers are losing their minds right now over zircons. Finally, took them a while. Better late than never. It took them a while to get on board with the zircon bandwagon, but now the big designers, they've arrived. And now they're making this stone more well-known than ever before. Sometimes it takes, you know, we're a shopping network who, you know, I've done my fair share of education on exotic stones over the years because that's my job and that's my passion. It's lucky, and you know how lucky those of us are that get to combine our passion with our occupation. It's not everybody that gets to do that. I feel very privileged that, you know, one of my passions through the years, and I've been an educator for really, again, my whole life, and I wanted to be a teacher when I was young, and then I went to journalism school and, you know, did a fair share of my journalism and, you know, reporting on news and sports for a lot of years when I was younger. and then of course got into this business. And you know, a lot of people thought, you're trading in journalism for sales on TV, and I thought, actually, the way I look at it, it's a little bit more journalism than people might imagine, because I get to teach. And that's really the fun part, is that this isn't as much about sales as it is about teaching and about giving you a little bit of an education as you stop in here and there on gemstones and jewelry and gold purities and everything else that's happening in the world that really is what is so fascinating about this industry, which some just look as, oh, it's just frivolous fine jewelry, when it's actually, again, a lot of geology and gemology and a lot of different facets of science coming together that we get to bring and talk about current events too, the way that mine closures are happening and new discoveries are happening. And zircon, being the one that dates the earth at 4.4 billion years old, is still one that not a lot of people are aware of, because it's just not in every boutique and store. So although I've been able to sell it and offer it and give you an education on different colors of zircon for decades, what's fun is that it still may be a new stone to a lot of folks. And I love that, because now it sometimes only takes one big designer or one big headline or one big promotional ad to really set the world on fire when it comes to introducing a stone that really has been around longer than any. So it's kind of exciting how it's just that really cool juxtaposition of this stone has been around longer than any, but yet a lot of people are just now getting to learn and getting to introduce and getting introduced to it. So I think that it's really exciting. We've always been able to bring it. We've got a huge markdown from $59.99, which I think is fair and fabulous. But if you'd like to get really what is, I think, one of the more striking gems that we have, it's not the most expensive. It's not the largest, but I think that even next to the biggest tanzanites and paraibas and rubies and sapphires and emeralds and all the rest, I think this one really holds its own as a powerful stone, as a real true, and I'm going to try it on again because I think what this does, it's nice to have it just shimmy back and forth on a wheel, but seeing the power of movement and double refraction at work is really showing what this stone is all about. And I'm going to get it out the door because I'm going to make it super affordable to own it. And it's not going to run you $5,000, $4,000, $3,000, or even $2,500. So I think that's basically enough said. But to make sure that we give this extra special sale event without needing a holiday, that's really what my passion is also making this rare and exotic jewelry that you might fall in love with here on the air. How can we make it affordable so you can own whatever you see that you love? So whatever you fall in love with, because I don't know about you, but a lot of things that I like when I shop are not attainable always. It's one of those, okay, I can dream about it, I can put it on the wish list, I can think about it and stock it for years, but I may never actually own it. The beauty of what we do is giving you values where whatever you fall in love with, the idea is for you to be able to actually dial in right there, pick it up, own it, and then get it at home and see what it's all about. And it's not $24.99 either. We're going to make it a lot more affordable than that. It is $2,399. Chalk that up to what I think is our best value on a museum piece today, and it's going to be just one of our truly, truly best. So $23.99. You know this, you even get to change the gold color. So right now, even though you don't see a lot of the gold because you got it chock full of diamonds there, you still get to change it to white gold or rose gold if you would prefer that. So it's not a problem to switch it up if you want us to. Let us put in that extra work and time and, let's face it, money to make it exactly how you want it, because I never want you to have to concede or ever make a sacrifice. I want you to have just the perfect piece the way you like it on a great, great night when we can celebrate jewelry together, starting off a little bit earlier than the norm. I get it, but this is going to be that $23.99 opportunity. One caller gets it. Let's see who it will be. I don't want to leave that here. We can leave our Kunzites, but that one has got to go. That is really, really, really special. Enjoy it if you get it. We only have it for the one caller that takes it. That's it, $23.99. So just dial in really early. We got the big emerald here, the big Congo. If you're looking for a real high-end museum piece, we've got them. Even have a golden zircon that's a different color. This is a little more typical. Let me show you. This one's got more of the golden richness to it. Let me just show you here where it's a little more yellow. So see that difference there? See, that I think helps out a little bit, because usually what we see is more this color, a little bit true yellow, almost like a kind of a jaunite color. This is where you get that real intense, almost marigold color to it. So very important there. All right, next up, we got a brooch. We're going to show you the butterflies. It's got 3 butterflies done in the 3 classics of stones. It's going to be rubies, sapphires, and emeralds, and then diamonds to boot. This is a brooch you can wear any which way. It's going to be that long designer style. It's item number 112-3714, but it's got the 3 butterflies that are done in diamonds, and then pear shapes, bezel set for their wings. Sapphire, emerald, ruby, those are the big 3. So you add that with diamonds. Now this one is not a pendant, although I have experimented with it before, and I've just put a chain right through the pin and it works. So you can have it north to south or east to west. If you want to slip your chain through it, you can kind of play with it. Obviously it's a pretty long piece in that it's 2 3/8 inches. So let me show you what that looks like from a distance so you are familiar, and you can wear it as an angle or straight up and down or east to west as you like. So that's kind of the fun of playing with a brooch, is you get to put it on however you want. If it's a lapel, a lot of brooches are going to be more at an angle like this. You know, if you're putting it on that overcoat. I love the idea that, you know, we're getting out winter wear this time of year, at least most people are. And so if you're thinking about just dressing up that same coat that you've worn for a few years, a brooch is the best way to do it. But then it doesn't just go on the coat, it goes on the dress, and it goes on the blazer, and it goes really on the hip of a cocktail dress when you want to add a little brooch to maybe a nice little, you know, ruched type of dress that you wear dressed up for the holidays. I mean, this is how you can really wear a brooch many, many ways. I personally, I love a good hat. I wear a lot of hats in life, that, you know, just proverbially and also literally. And I wear a lot of hats when, you know, also they need a little dress up sometimes. Maybe you put it on that side brim of a hat. I mean, there's obviously multiple ways, scarves. You guys know all the ways, but I just think that the brooch is the underrated, kind of the stepsister of the jewelry world, because I think people don't think they need a brooch when I think everybody needs a good brooch. I know I mention this all the time. I have one good designer brooch that is not diamonds or gold, but I love it, and it's really cool, and I add it on everything. And I've even, you know, I put it on a sweatsuit just to give a little bit something, a little bit of swag to a basic sweatsuit, because why not? I mean, you know, mixing highs and lows is what's really cool right now. So again, don't be afraid to even put it on something more casual. You don't need to be dressed to the nines to throw on a brooch on that same overcoat you've been wearing for years. So this one's going to be $888, stays in the yellow gold. It's all 18K, and very cool to see a brooch done in a premium gold, like 18 karat, but we did it. And you've got 16 points in the ruby and 18 points in the sapphire and 11 points in the emerald, and it's the way their bezel's set as we show it again. You know, I'll take it over to the neckline just so we can give another look at it here. Just a different perspective if you were to put a chain through it and wear it as a pendant if you wanted to, or again, on a collar, on a lapel, as a brooch, whatever you want to do. It really stands out. We'll go back up close, and that's $888 if you'd like to get it. Don't forget, we're taking requests as well. I'll put it on the other way so we can have our butterflies the right side up. And they're going to be all yours. And again, what a value for a really cool designer 18 karat gold piece. All right, next up, top of the hour is only 14 minutes from now. And we have got some Ammolite specials. We've got the big tanzanite deal. I'm going to flash that, what's coming up. At this top of the hour that's happening in about 13 minutes, I'm going to bring you the amethyst. And I know those of you that watch us often know that we don't see a lot of amethyst. We'll see one. This is what's coming up, though, the following top of the hour. I told you at the top of the show, and there's something actually that you may not know quite yet, even looking at it, what makes this piece so special. But we're going to bring you our exquisite Museum Reserve 4 karat 22 at the top of next hour. Not talking about this 6 o'clock hour, but the 7 o'clock hour, we'll bring it to you. So excited about that. Looking forward to it. So that's really, really important. And, oh, hi, Maria. Oh, really, what was that, Maria? Maria says, thank you for showing her request in the last 10 minutes of yesterday's show and that she bought it. Oh, that's good. Maria, I don't know what 4459 was, but I'm thinking what request happened at the end of the show yesterday. I can't really recall, to be honest with you, but I'm glad you got it, Maria. Do you guys remember? I don't know. I'm not sure, but thank you, Maria, nonetheless, for shopping. So that's coming up in a little bit in the show. Here's the zircon yet again. Just want to make sure you see that gorgeous golden color of that zircon, one of our best right there. So that's a really, I just think for $23.99, that just looks like $1 million ring. It looks like something you really splurged on. It looks like one of those kind of almost like too good to be true stones where most gems just do not give that kind of vibrance or color. That one does. And to get an 8 karat 30 zircon, that is gorgeous. So make sure you grab it if you like it. Hey, everybody, welcome in. So we started a little early. We're starting, it's not really starting early anymore. It's starting at our standard time. Our new standard start time on the weekdays is 5 o'clock. Pacific time. That is 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you haven't heard, because I know I announced it all of last week, but I know a lot of you were like, hey, yesterday you saw me, and you're like, welcome back. I've been back for a week. I was here with you over Thanksgiving. I know a lot of you were traveling on the go, celebrating holidays, and I hope you had a beautiful holiday celebration with family and friends. But you may have missed that we have a lot happening here at TVON. We've added a Tuesday show. We're giving you 7 days a week of shows. We've got 2 every weekend. We've got Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all starting at 5 instead of 7. And yes, Friday night are now starting on TV back up again, starting tomorrow. So yes, this time tomorrow, we're also going to be broadcasting from 5 to 8 all across the nation and beyond. So online, television, everywhere you like to watch us. We'll be broadcasting tomorrow night. I'll be with you for that. I'm glad to say I pioneered Friday nights and I'm bringing it back. So we're giving you a great Friday night opportunity. I'm with you every Wednesday through Sunday. So keep that in mind. So a lot of people have been asking what's going on. We're all confused what's going on, a lot of changes, and we're so excited to say that, again, we can bring you those earlier start times that you've been looking for. So take a look. This is our zircon, last call there. And then we'll get to our top of the hour shortly. Do want to show you a fabulous pendant. This is going to be that mix, and I'll never forget, maybe you guys, if you go way back with us, you might remember that the first design I did here at TVON, long before the Lynx collection, was actually a ring with two fabulous beryl stones. It was Morganite and aqua. I know it was before most of you probably ever even realized TVON existed. But here is the same combination of stones in a pendant, which is 112-6690. So again, happy Thursday, everybody. This is happening live. We are broadcasting from our home headquarters here in Los Angeles, as always. And we are bringing you jewelry from 5 to 8 every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I know it's going to take a little bit of getting accustomed to because we've always started at 7 historically, but we're starting at 5 now. So we're almost an hour into a 3-hour show, so it's almost over. It's crazy to think that here we go, where we're approaching halfway through the show. This is 118 of Sierra Santa Maria and Morganite together. So you've got about a 60-pointer on each side. And then you get the rest is in gold, no diamonds needed. White gold and yellow gold. Now here's how it's going to look from a distance. You have, smartly and wisely, we put a bail on each side because we realize you might want the aqua on top or the Morganite on top, so that is yours to choose. Or you might want the yellow gold on top or the white gold on top. So there are your dual gold colors you have. It's not rose gold, it's white and yellow. So that's a little bit unusual as well. 14K, solid, as it looks like a big ribbon that's going to wrap around these two stones that are coming together like a yin and a yang of the beryl. And yes, those are the same family of gems, that beautiful bright Sierra Santa Maria sky blue with our really bright, because again, Morganites can be very, very light in saturation. This one's got a great peachy pink tone to it. And you've got some length to this pendant as well. Check this out. The length of the pendant is going to be 1.5 inches from top to bottom. I will show it to you on the neckline, and we're going to get ready for a blowout. I'm going to make sure these phone lines go wild here in our last 8 minutes of this hour. Hour number 1 is just about complete. That's what it looks like from a distance. There's a softness about it. Love the way it kind of wraps around. This feels like a very organic, fresh design for you, and yet softer pastel stones. So why? They lend themselves to go with everything. No matter what color you like to wear, no matter what your wardrobe tends to really feature, it's going to be always going to be the softer pastels that go with it so well, and yet we're going to bring it on down. Now, I don't have a necessary, it's got to stay as the way as it is. So here's the beauty of it, operators. You can do all white, all yellow, or all rose. Keep that in mind. Tim, did you have a question? Okay. Are they looking for a ruby? They just want a ruby? Oh, they saw it a couple days ago. Oh, good. All right. We'll show it. And who was that? Nobody's they're not registered? Okay. Don't they have to be registered to make a request? Yeah. Okay. Now, Tim, those are rules that you should know too, not just me, right? Okay. All right. So go ahead and get registered to our Ruby requester. I'm going to flash it, but go ahead and get registered because typically, I know that's not my policy. I don't make the rules here. I don't do the hiring. I don't make the rules. I don't do any of that. I just come here and talk about jewelry. But again, that is something that you typically need to do is be a registered caller to make requests and make purchases. So keep that in mind. This one's going to be less than $1,000. And again, all white, all yellow, all rose. You have those options. If you want to go two-tone, you can. If you want to go all one color, I totally get that. You have that option. Just be sure and tell your operator what you want to do here. But we're going to make this really easy. It's not even $8.99, $7.99, $6.99, and those are two of our best. I mean, beryls are a real exotic family of gems. I mean, it does include bixbyite, it does include emerald, and then aqua and morganite as well. And it's going to be less than, you know what, skip it. Not even $599. I want to get these phone lines lit, and maybe this is going to be another giftable option. Something that's really, really, really good for gifting. Something that is important and specialty and unique, yet is a lot of presence, has a lot of gemmy nature to it. You're getting almost 60 points. Those are all minimum carat weights. You might get more. We're going to make it better than even $499. We're busy and locked up on the lines already. Well, that's because you know fine jewelry is never priced this way. And with two incredible best of the best gems, I would personally, I would do mine in all white gold. That would be me. I would think about all white gold, all rose gold, maybe all yellow gold if you want to. If you like the two-tone, great. It looks very custom. We're going to make it $399 only while it lasts. And don't have many of those to go around, needless to say. Big top of the hour is going to be Amethyst. I have not even given you a preview of this yet. It is so important. The top of the hour you're going to see coming up in 5 short minutes. Make sure you stay with me for that. And what a fun night to be with us. A big Thursday as we get you ready for the weekend. And of course, holiday shopping moment right here. I think this should be one of those perhaps giftable or just, again, great way to experience some great fine jewelry at a super affordable price tag that certainly you wouldn't find on many gold pieces today. Certainly gold alone costs you a lot more than that usually. And this is 1.5 inches of gold. And remember, bales on each side. Purposely did that so you the option to really put it on. And also, you know what this does? Gives you the option to wear it like this as well. You can wear it just like that. That's the beauty of having the bales on both sides, is you can also put your chain through the sides and wear it like this if you want to. So keep that in mind. You can wear it east to west, north to south, and either way. That is just, again, the genius of adding so many bales lets you be creative with the way you wear it. Tim, were you picking up a pendant? Yes. Let's hear it. What's Renee up to tonight? Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, way back. She has? Did she just find us recently? Hi, Renee. Oh, are we not on TV tonight? Who knows? We are. I don't know where we broadcast anymore, but supposedly we broadcast. I can't keep track of it. I don't know. I don't know. Every night's different. That's why I say if you can go online, it's sometimes the only way to watch, to be honest with you. Yes. Okay, which one? The Radiant. Gotcha. All right, Radiant Kunzite sold from earlier. Thank you. And where's Renee calling us from, by the way? Idaho. Wonderful. Well, thanks, Renee, so much. First of all, I appreciate you finding us and shopping here at TVON. Sounds like we've been shopping together a lot of decades. So thank you, Renee, and appreciate all your kind words. That compliment means a lot to me. You know what? It's just, I never get tired of hearing that, because obviously we all work really hard to, you know, through these years to bring you all these values. And so it never, ever, ever, ever goes without saying that I appreciate those kind words so, so much, Renee. And for those of you that have watched for a lot of years, boy, that really means something too, because that's really nice. So thank you, Renee. And again, special shout out to everyone who's watching online. We do have those online feeds as well as hopefully some TV for you. Again, a lot of our TV broadcasting partners have been going through some things where we've been kicked off of some cables. So again, hopefully the online sometimes is the most reliable way to watch, but direct and dish seem to be fairly reliable. As far as cable goes, we hope to be getting back our cable viewers that we used to have for 8 years that we lost a few months back. So those are coming back supposedly in January. We've got some new cable that'll be joining us next Monday, I hope. So again, with the change in schedule, we're trying to get everyone back online here to watch on television. But again, glad to have you with us no matter how you watch. I mean, it's a new era. Back in the day when I started, we didn't have the luxury of watching on our phones and on computers and that kind of thing. That's how long I've been doing this. So thank you, Renee, for watching. Thank you for all your kind words. I appreciate that. And let's talk about this. This was a request. So apparently this was seen maybe a couple days ago. This is going to be the emerald cut ruby, and a very, 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 very rare cut to find in ruby. Don't see many of those, and it's 112562. It's pretty special, isn't it? I'm going to put that Radiant cut aside for you. We still have pendants going out, by the way. Did they change the Radiant cut gold color? I'm just curious. I really am curious. Did they take my advice? They went with the rose. Okay, good. All right, so they liked it the way it was? Fantastic. Well, that works really well, too. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. We've got the ruby here at a Kyoto 3. It's an emerald cut, and it's very, very special because, well, most rubies don't get cut this way. If you try it, it usually ends up as a failure. Now, you don't have to worry. It's been accomplished and it's all good. But a lot of times when you have a ruby that grows a certain way in nature, they have a very interesting crystal structure the way it grows. And sometimes a crystal structure of a gemstone will negate or prohibit certain cuts that are more creative. We know the emerald cut is a more creative cut, certainly. It always is. A step facet, very unique. You usually have to have a high clarity stone to even embark on an emerald cutting. This turned out beautifully, and it's still over a carat in size, which is nice. Plus you get the diamonds that are, instead of being set in prongs, they're actually scattered across the band, but they're set within the band. So you get a little wider presence of gold, which I think is lovely, especially in today's gold era, which is, we're not seeing a lot of bigger bands, right? So that's been accomplished here. And then you have a carat of 3 with 53 points in diamonds, white, yellow, or rose gold. You do get to decide. There is some beautiful bright glow, and I would say even brilliance to that stone. Here's what it looks like when it's on the hand. And note this, as we get further away, as you see on the hand, it's still giving that glow and transparency, which is so unique to find in a ruby. Most Mogok Burmas don't do that. Most rubies overall don't do that. They're not known for giving you a transparency. If you're seeing a little translucency, a little glow, that's a good thing. That usually helps. But in this case, you've got a really, really special look, and we're going to blow it out really quickly for $1,999 if you'd like to get it. So a huge value. I know we reached our top of the hour. We got a big top of the hour waiting us, and it's amethyst, which we hardly ever see on this show. And that's not because it's not available. It's because we have a very special, stringent quality standard, even with the amethyst. And so we're going to see that coming up as our big top of the hour, and I'm so proud of the special price tag we put together for you. Here's an even closer look at that ruby. Wow, that's what it's all about, the glow, the vibrance. It really is. You see the blue reds, which is also a signature. It's kind of a hallmark of anything Burma. That's really how Burma differentiates itself, and usually how experts in the gemology world will actually know. Doing visual site IDs, usually you have to look at secondary hues of ruby to know where it came from, because certainly it's based on the soil in the ground. A lot of times they can be a brown red or an orange red or a purple red or a pinky red. All of those different colors denote usually a different origin, but it's the blue reds that make Burma so special. Oh my gosh. Well, Sally E. Sally, that makes me laugh, but honestly, it makes me want to tear up, because I don't think you could give a better or a bigger compliment than that. That is amazing. That is very, very special, Sally, and I may have to, I might actually have to screenshot that, Tony, and save it and print it out and frame it, because that is truly one of my idols. And she said, Lauren, there is no one like you, and you are the Vin Scully of jewelry sales. Well, if anybody doesn't know, that's a Hall of Fame superstar, best broadcaster that's ever lived, in my own humble opinion, who broadcast for the Brooklyn Dodgers and the LA Dodgers for many, many, many years. So as someone who grew up listening to him and idolized him, and did actually take a lot of inspiration from Mr. Legend Vin Scully, may he rest, that is a huge compliment, Sally. So thank you for that, because oh my gosh. That's the ultimate. That is the ultimate right there. So cool, cool, cool. I love that, and I'm going to have to save that forever. So thank you, Sally, for that. Let's talk top of the hour. We just reached the top of the hour. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We're so glad you're with us. We have 2 hours left. Yes, 2 hours left. I know we normally don't start for another hour, but this is the new schedule. Started on Monday, and so Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are starting at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So I keep having to remind you, because forgive me if it's redundant, you already know, but there are so many hundreds of people that don't know yet. So I will be having to repeat that. That is my job, to make sure everybody knows when to join us and when our new schedule and all that, and how to watch and when to watch and all the schedule. We are also broadcasting tomorrow night on TV. Tomorrow night will be the first time in over a year that we've had Friday night broadcasts, both online and on television. So you can watch whatever is your favorite way to watch. So I'll be with you for that. I get to return to my old home stomping grounds of Friday night. I love Friday nights. I call it Club TVON. We have a lot of fun. So it's always been a more limited viewership day. So we do a lot of fun things, and we really let loose, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, and I've done the last couple with you too online, just to, you know, bring back Club TVON. So I've been really honored to do that. So we'll be back tomorrow night too on TV. So same time, same place, 5 o'clock to 8. And then, of course, I'm with you every weekend as well on Saturday and Sunday mornings. So that doesn't change. I've been doing those for, 8+ years. So we'll be with you guys 10 o'clock a.m. on Saturday and Sunday mornings as well. Really fun to spend the weekends together. So that's our ruby for $19.99. Thank you for that request. We're going to get into our top of the hour. Specifically, I have a I have a passion for doing some very cool values at the top of every hour as kind of an introduction for those that are just tuning in, as something really special and a way to kind of celebrate the next hour ahead. And this one, no doubt, one of our best here. It's amethyst, which we hardly ever see. It's a heart-shaped stone, which also very, very rare. And I think great for holiday gifting or anybody who wants something special, or you know what, it's not too early to shop for February. And I mentioned February not randomly, but because this is the birthstone for the month of February, which I wear. I have a passion for amethyst. I wear it every single day of my life. I usually wear a couple a day because I wear it in significance of the fact that it is February's birthstone. So I love having an amethyst. I don't feel complete unless I'm wearing an amethyst on my body somewhere. So I love this stone. It's a 3-carat stone, and we selectively see it here because like anything else we bring, it's all about specific quality. We only want to bring a certain level of quality here, and if it doesn't meet or match that standard, we don't show it. So take a look at this. We've got a really special stone here that we hardly ever see, and then there is a very special value that is coming up as well that is just going to be one of those that I don't think anybody is going to be able to even stand. It's so good. Call me early because very limited. We have a teeny bit of quantity, but nothing else quite like an amethyst in a heart shape, and a defined heart shape nonetheless, in the best of the best. So even if you're shopping for a February birthstone, maybe someone's got a February birthday in your life and you want to treat them, or maybe you like my idea and you think, well, I know a February birthday and I'd like to wear this in honor of them. That's a great way to do that too. And it's going to be 1125207. This is our 3-carat heart-shaped stone. It is loaded with, I love these big diamonds, set as spotlights. Really big, round, brilliant VS diamonds set within the band. And so there's a smaller and a medium and a large, and they work their way up to that fabulous heart-shaped stone, even down to the tapered designer prongs. You're going to get a choice of the white gold, the yellow gold, or the rose gold. That is going to be totally, totally up to you. So keep that in mind, because obviously amethyst looks really good in all 3 gold colors, and there's just such a fabulous value happening on this one piece. And again, the wheel is all over the place, so forgive us there. Really special, and again, smooth. Not a single thing to worry about as far as prongs on the side of the band. So it's really lending itself to a lot of wearability that we love, because if you just kind of embrace or happen to caress the sides of the band, it's still going to be smooth surface like silk. And you've got the purples. Yeah, amethyst is a purple quartz. But our amethyst is so high end in the Brazilian material, and we specialize select individual rough material that's going to have that ultra neon vibe. So instead of being purple or lavender, it's got like this regal, royal, here's what I look for. I want my amethyst to look like it's purple velvet. That's when I know it's the good stuff, the top of the heap, the best out there. When it starts to look like royalty, like a royal king's robe, like amazing, amazing, amazing textiles that would be in truly the garb you would see worn by czars and czarinas and kings and queens. I mean, that's the level we want to see in our amethyst. Lavender is pretty too. I don't think there's an amethyst I've met that I don't like. But if you want really quality and the best of, you're really looking for this intense, bright, saturated, where you're actually seeing, and this may sound a little bit like tanzanite, so forgive me, but it's really the case that it's purples and blues and reds all together. It may not be the blue dominating, it's the purple that is, but you still get those reds and blues all the way even out to the very edges of the stone. And it's not going to be, this is what it's not. And I love that we've got a great value. Let me try it on. If you want to stack pieces with it, go ahead, feel free to do so. You can do that. Look at how pretty that is from a distance away. I love that this could even lend itself to a wonder ring. If you want to do that, pink diamonds, yellow diamonds, or white diamond wonder rings would all pair up beautifully with this one, but it's got those diamonds on the side. And again, they may not be the biggest diamond weight in the world. We see a lot of things that have 1, 2, and 3 carats in diamonds. This has 19, but it's only among 6 stones. So all the diamonds are a larger individual size, obviously stacking up there. What do you want to do? Take it all the way down, give you a price that's next to nothing for solid gold, change the gold, get your size, do all that. We've got the way to get it. And a heart shape is rare. We know that no matter what the stone is. It doesn't get any more commonplace to see a heart shape in amethyst than it does anything else. We saw, I mean, yesterday, I think of the heart shapes we saw a beautiful one in a yellow diamond that's still here, a 3 carat. We have the heart shape Kunzite we saw earlier tonight. That's still here if you want to get it. So there have been some great heart shapes just in the last couple of days. But to see an amethyst, maybe again, something you want to celebrate. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to make this so much more affordable than even $14.99. Our set price tonight should be, could be, would be, or we take it much lower and get you the 3 carat, which is, yes, a minimum, because if we're going to match these up for cutting and for color, sometimes it means somebody's going to get $330. Somebody's going to get a 316. Someone's going to get a 322. How does it work? Well, we just make sure that the very minimum size, the one that I'm showing you now, that's the 3 carat. If you are, again, the earlier you dial in, the bigger stone you get. We have a marking on each and every one of them, so you know. We make sure that you're guaranteed to get at least 3 carats. Most of them go up and over that quite a bit, actually. But you can expect the same millimeter size, the same dimension to your stone, the same beautiful diamonds and the mounting. It's not even going to be 14. We need some collars. How about this? Let's take it all the way down, should we? Do we dare? Do we get you a great value? Like this. Here's what I'm going to do. I don't know, this is a little quiet tonight. So what I'm thinking is we change the game a little bit. I was thinking about reducing this in price a little bit, but there's only so low I can go because it's, well, a 3 carat stunning amethyst. What if I start an auction on it? Just to get the liveliness on the phone lines going, just to make sure that we are indeed broadcasting, and just to make sure that we've got everybody the chance to own an amethyst of the best, most elite quality without having to spend over the top to do it. $14.99 is an exquisite value. I don't think anyone's going to argue that. Here's what I'm going to do. We're not even starting at $1,000. I want to start an auction. Now, because of this, Tony, here's the deal. I'm going to go so dramatically under cost. Well, I already am. If you put $9.99, suddenly it's done. $9.99 is under our cost. We're not making a lot of money at $14.99. So here's what I'm going to do instead. We're going to go from $9.99, and I'm just curious who's out there. So let's start the auction at $900 instead and see where it goes from there. Now, because I'm under cost already, I'm thinking what we're going to do is maybe a $100 increment just to make this fair so that we can, you know, kind of make it interesting here and not have to go too far backwards and lose thousands. But here's what I'm thinking of doing instead of 900 or 800 or 700, because I'm still waiting for a caller on the lines to love this amethyst the way we do. And I know it's something you can watch weeks and weeks of shows on end and not even see an amethyst of any kind, let alone a heart shape that is 3 carats or more. So here's what I'm going to do. Skip it. $700, $600. What about if we just do a $500 open? $500. $500, $100 increments only. And that way, we just move that one. What do you think? I'll give it 60 seconds to get it started. Guess what? If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I need to gauge what we got going on tonight so we know how to plan for the next 2 hours of this show. Because here we are, new time, right? Only the 3rd show at our new time slot ever. So this is going to be at $500 to get it started. And you know what? $100 increments from there, go ahead. Any gold you want. We'll still switch it up if you want to. And we'll give it 60 seconds to get that started. And like I said, if we don't get the open at $500 in 60 seconds, we move on. If we do, we proceed, and maybe we'll get, you know, we got the $100 increments up there. It's a $14.99 ring. Just so you know, if we went 50% off, that would still be $750. I just really want to make sure that, I know this wasn't planned, I know this isn't scripted, I know this isn't in the agenda tonight, but I want to make sure we have our viewers out there. Do you have the open? Who is it? $500, we have, Jason's got it. Karen at $500, and where's Karen calling us from? We're looking for $100 increments, and we have $500. That's North Carolina, yes. All right, Karen. Karen in North Carolina is at $500, and we don't have a single solitary soul on the phone lines to challenge her bid. So here's what I'm going to do, Tone. We're going to make this the fastest auction in the history of TVON. I'm going to clock it now. We're going to give you 2 minutes on the clock. We have to give you 2 minutes because we have a delay with the broadcast. We have a delay with the phone line. So it's 2 minutes or nothing. So we're going to give you 2 minutes to dial in, and we'll see where it goes. And Karen right now is saying, I want it for $500. And there is not another ring, I promise you this, there is not another ring in my inventory that is $500. Not a one. There is not a ring here. Pendants, yes, I had even pendants. I had 2 pendants today already that were $3.99, but that's different. We're talking about a ring of solid gold, your choice of gold color, a 3 carat, and you've got a $500 bid. We're looking for $600. We don't have it. Guess what I'll do? I'll give it 2 minutes, and then we'll say goodbye to this ring, which would still, even if we get another bid, even if we get 2 more bids, it's still more than 50% off what I should rightfully be getting tonight on the amethyst. And we're going to try it on again for you so you can see that. But there has not been a value like this ever in rings in the last many, many, many years. And whatever's happening tonight, did I miss something? Is something really cool going on tonight that I should know about? $500. Final 2 minutes. Karen's got to be excited. Let's try it on for you again. So you can see this on the hand, and it looks beautiful. If you want to stack and add a ring to it, one side or the other, this would be perfect with our Wonder Rings. And I think about all the colors of Wonder Rings we've had, from the pink diamonds to the yellow diamonds to the white diamonds, and how they would all stack up so well with this ring. They actually would, because you've got the perfect way that the chevrons would wrap around it. And there's a great stackable band today with rubies and diamonds as well, but we have 90 seconds, and it looks like it's going to North Carolina for $500. Well, we may have to retool the show. And this is why I'm doing it. Sometimes you got to figure out what's going on tonight to make sure that you know what you have to be doing for the rest of the night to make sure pieces go. I can't imagine seeing any other jewelry, at least I don't have any sterling silver to show you. If I had sterling silver, I could probably make something less than $500. But given that we don't sell sterling silver, and we don't sell plated metals, and we only sell 14 karat gold or platinum or 18 karat gold, and given that we only have natural stones and VS diamonds, it's really, really, really unusual to see anything brought this affordably. And so here it is, and we have 50 seconds remaining, and it's last call. And then I guess the other ones will be here. If you know how our website has it for $14.99, I guess that, yeah. For anybody who goes, well, who misses the show live, they're going to have to go to their website and buy it for $14.99. But here we are. This one at least is going to go for less. So here we go. Last call. Was anybody, Tim, are you verifying on this one? Tim or Jess or anybody else verifying? Well, let me know if you are. And then we did have the heart shape. Actually, the heart shape Kunzite was in the same mounting. It was. Heart-shaped Kunzite, the same mounting. We had it earlier. If you missed it and want to see it again, let me know. If you prefer more of that lavender, lilac, kind of pinky orchid color. This is really a true royal purple with some reds and blues as well. We have 10 seconds till we call it, and that'll be that. Then we've got our Congales stone. Ammolite earrings are here. Blue sapphire earrings are here. Oh, they're gorgeous. Big tanzanite, sure. 420, we got that too. Top of the hour, next hour is going to be our tanzanite, our 4 karat 20 size, that is going to blow your mind. That I was here hours negotiating. I was negotiating your price tag tonight, that one. And see, this is always fun to see because a lot of people think tanzanite's purple and then you realize, oh no, it's not. Purple's the amethyst. This is more blue than it is purple. So, but it's not really blue like a sapphire either, right? So it's kind of that mix. All right, do we have $600, anybody? Got it? Sold. Congratulations, and bye-bye, that's gone. I do have a blowout price. One of our museum meltdown pieces is in emerald tonight. Oh, and it's a 2. Yes, now, Tony just whistled at it. So again, that's pretty much how we know it's really high-end. Because when Director Tony knows it, sees it, and starts doing cat calls, we know. This is our premier 251 Colombian emerald. Best of the best of the best. I'm a birthstone that is emerald, so I'm a May birthday, love emeralds. But it's funny how they can really leave a lot to be desired, can't they? They look sometimes like mossy river rocks, as I really think are best. Maybe the best way to describe what typical emeralds look like are just kind of like, yep, a stone, maybe a pebble in the stream that, you know, moss is growing. They look a little kind of just dingy, green, opaque, brown green. That's not what a Colombian emerald looks like. We look for the glow. We look for that mystique. We want to have some really bright visual greens. That's what this has right here. It's 112-1617 on the way, and it is our 251 looking like 5 carats. That's what emeralds do, is they manage to look bigger than they weigh. Go ahead, Jess. Hi. Hi, Jackie. Oh, has it been a minute? Has she had a busy holiday season so far? Hi, Jackie from Illinois. Always good to hear from you. Thank you so much. Take a look at this. This is just one of our divine last call, though. That's the sad part. We can take that stone out. Maybe it's the mounting. I don't know. But I think my job with the Museum Meltdown is to give it one last shot on the air, on display, with a new price tag that is our lowest it can ever be, just to make sure it moves, because we'd rather go ahead and send it out in this completed, finished, beautiful piece to one of you than wait around for it to take up space in the inventory while we're, you know, again, making other jewelry. Let's give this one the greatest price you've ever seen right now tonight, and it's $89.99 ordinarily. So that is, I get it, it's a little higher than our typical price point. It's what's left it here. I think we can appreciate the fact that it's a $32,000 a carat stone based on the buying guides. And by the way, you'd have to times that by 2.5. So easily looking at a $75,000 or $80,000 stone, And then you've got the double halo and the 106 in diamonds around it with some serious glow. Now, this is my case in point about how emeralds look bigger than they weigh. They always do. They're less dense than most stones are. So what you end up getting, first of all, I know it's tough to look past the glow, but also look at the size, the way it's framed with that double halo, the VS diamonds at over a carat, the fact it's in solid yellow gold, and it's not going to be $89.99. It is better. This is our lowest price ever. It either goes tonight or goes to the jewelry department. And in the morning when they all arrive at 6 a.m., which is less than 12 hours from now, the stone is taken out, the diamonds are deset, and then the gold is melted down and we do something else with the emerald. I would much rather see, given that it's classic, I don't think there's a better way to set it than where it's set right now. It's still giving it ample diamonds, giving it a beautiful frame, letting that emerald speak volumes, and it really does because it feels like it's that bigger, better glow than we typically see. Emeralds are usually really, really included. You can't fault them for that. That's just the way that Mother Nature built them. That's what they're supposed to be. That's what they inherently give. They're not always the cleanest, brightest, glowiest spotlights of stones, but this one is for you. So take a look. It's not even 89. Or, well, we're not even going to do this. This is really cool. It's not even going to be, hey, Jamie, thank you. Jamie, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind. Let's do better than $89.99. Half off is $45. I'm not leaving it there. Not $45, not $4,000, not even $39.99. It's last call, and we'll get you set up with one of our best. And I know some of these really, really good emeralds can get up to $40,000 and $50,000 without fail. We're going to make it a lot more interesting than that. Not even $38.99. It's our blowout. It's our best. We'll make it $38.88. One caller on that beautiful Colombian. This is out of the Muzo mine, by the way. I can tell you that's the exact source for this stone is the Muzo mined material at $38.88 for a 251. You got a $9,000 TVON ring. Nobody should be selling that for $9,000. Look what I just did to that price tag. That is the essence of a museum. Either move it or melt it. That's all it is. And that's what it is all about. Taking one of our best, strongest stones, great color, great clarity. Look what that does when we tilt it up to the eye level. That's the kind of glow you were seeing from a distance away. That beautiful glow every which direction that makes it so amazing. And $38.88. So that'll be our one big emerald. Then I've got more zircons on the way. There is a yellow sapphire discount. We've got a Morganite pendant. I'm loving this one. Very large, 3 carat, 22 Morganite, heavy gold. It's 18K. We love that too. Little 18 karat gold action for you. We've seen more 18 karat gold lately than we usually do in a year. And that's just because, again, hard to explain when gold is still ramping up the way it is. Let's take a look at this pendant though. The same family. Emeralds, Morganites, they're related, they're sisters. And look at this. Huge Morganite, very cool the way this kite cut shape design around it. It's 6872, it's a one only, and it's 18 karat white gold. We're going to throw in an adjustable chain, which is a box link chain, and there's your spring ring closure, and then we're going to take that, you see that little bead there with that little charm dangling from it, that's going to be adjustable. So you can slide that chain in, make it shorter as you want. This is a great chain for your, like, every single day. In whatever pendant you want to wear that day. Great chain with the box link. Nice mirror finish to it. It's 322 with 10 points in diamonds. And that's going to be the adjustable spring ring closure. Again, that's what you do. All you do is slide this little bead right there. That's all you do. You can make it all the way at 18 like you see it here, or you can go ahead and make it shorter as it is a longer piece. So you may very well, even if you're saying, Lolo, I don't wear shorter than 18-inch chain. Well, you may want to when you have a longer pendant like this, because just again, given the length you have at 1.5 inches, you might want to wear that a little higher to give you ample room to show that off on the neckline like I'm going to do now. So that's what it looks like from a distance away, and then you can see that movement it gives when you've got that beautiful, this is really more of that pink material. It is a diamond pink and not peach. There's no orange, there's no peachy color to this one. It's really about having those diamond pinky lavenders. Now here is what it looks like from a little bit closer up for the first time, and I'm going to try to make sure you can see this one. There you go. That's it. That's the diamond pink color we love. And then you see there's a little middle grain on each side of this design. It's one only. There's supposed to be a $39.99 price. I just think that's a little steep for tonight, so we're going to help you out. Let's move it on out of here. Get you great value, great finishing on the inside too. There's that full under gallery that you have, so you see the basket that supports it. Underneath, then you've got this wild design up top. Let's show you that again. Chain included, no charge for that either. And we're going to go ahead and get this one out the door right now. It is one only. It's not even $19.99. And we very rarely see Morganites of this size well, ever for this price, but that's beside the point right now. In a pendant, we even had Morganite earlier in a pear shape in a pendant. It was not this size. It was a 60 pointer. This is a 322. We're going to bring it down 16. You know what? Skip it. $15.99 first caller on that one. Another extra $100 off on me in addition to all the savings we already gave. And there it is with that really beautiful, I love when you see little lavenders through your pink. That's when you know it's diamond pink. The peach stones never give you any blues or lavenders. That's what this stone is managing to do. You see that? It's got a little bit of lively blue lavender to it through the middle, and that'll shift as the stone does. You see that there. It's a highly pleochroic stone, so you're seeing more intense pinks at the base and the tip of the stone, and then you've got almost those kind of pinky or lavender blues in the middle there as well. So it just looks amazing, doesn't it? $15.99, what a value, and that's 18 karat, by the way. So again, 18 karat upgrade on this one. That's the chain, that's the pendant, that's everything. So you've got a really important piece all the way around with that 18 karat solid and one beautiful box link chain to go along with it. Shall we get to Ammolite earrings? Something I can't remember the last time we had an Ammolite earring on the show. Ammolites themselves have been all but gone, so we've seen very little in Ammolite. Now we're going to bring you the Ammolite earrings, which are $66.60, and check these out. It's a great earring to wear a lot of the time because I know that diamonds are universal, but who says you can't have a color that's also going to go with everything? Colors. The rainbow of colors is represented, and I'm going to try this one on. Look at how beautiful these are, and I know they look like a marquise shape. Take note, that is the design in the basket behind it that allows them to look that way. They are ovals, and they are, even though they're a stone that are never going to match identically, they're never going to be two that are exactly alike. These both have the striped pattern that we see. The Ammolite itself is 220 in total weight here, so you're still getting a carat plus in each one. But the important part here is that you get that really cool striped effect. What a lot of people don't realize, especially if we're one of the few places you've seen it, is that a lot of Ammolite is just brown. It looks very muted. It's a fossil after all. It's from the prehistoric days when dinosaurs roamed the earth. And it's fossil from an ammonite sea creature that was one of the sea elements of that era. And so no longer around. They have been found in Alberta, Canada in fossilized form, but basically it's a fossilized shell. So what they've done is we always give it that layer of rock crystal quartz or clear quartz or colorless quartz just to go over it to give it some protection so it's not as frail and also to make it wearable. But this is an earring. You don't need to worry about it, but it still gives it almost a magnifying effect to the colors you have. It's rare to find the Ammolites in the red and the green and the blue, but it also gives you, as it moves, some goldens and some aquas. It's a very cool stone. No two are ever alike. This is the top of the earring with your post and butterfly. This is the base of the earring. You've got a diamond weight of 3 points. That's an accent on either side. See how they even did a left and right design? So maybe you're going to put that longer extended gold portion on the outside or on the inside of your face. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you like better. But the beauty of it is this is an exotic. Some people are a little bit concerned about wearing it in a ring every day, so maybe the earring is a better way to go about it. These are gem quality, of course, gem quality Ammolite, very important. This is the pattern that gives you the brightest and boldest of color, almost like you would see out of a really good Lightning Ridge opal. Let me tell you, if that was an opal of that kind of color and pattern, those would be tens of thousands of dollars. And I don't know how many of you are going to just open up, you know, whether it's, you know, somewhere you're going to shop or whether you're turning on your television. I don't know how many people are spending $20,000, $30,000 on an opal earring. It's a lot of money to spend on one piece of jewelry when you can have something that gives you a look but better. That's what I'm talking about from a distance. So you see how that striped pattern really gives you that bold red, green, and blue. And I'm going to show you the length. I'll try one on for you, and let's get them out the door. And I love these in yellow, but white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, those are your options, actually. You're choosing your gold color. There's going to be a 5/8 of an inch top to bottom length, which is just above a half, but lower than 3/4 of an inch. So you've got some really nice little drape and drop here. I'm going to pop one on the ear for you as soon as I can, but we're going to make this really affordable. And they're not even going to be $9.99. I've got some serious reductions that I'm having to do here just to make sure, because after all, we still got to move jewelry. No matter how quiet or what's happening new or whatever's going on, we still have to move our jewelry. So it just means that if you could require an extra special discount tonight to move that piece, we're going to do it. And this is what they look like from a distance away, just to give you some idea here of what they're all about. So you can see there's that color from a distance. So you see, I just decided to put that diamond section closer to the neckline and then have that longer mirror finish section away, and so you can see how they look with that little bit of drape. And on me, it's going to give you some drape. I think on most people, it's going to give you some drape where your stone is going to sit lower than the lobe itself. And we're going to make these extremely affordable. Look at how beautiful they are, though, and they glow. They really, there's that every time you move, you're going to see that color pattern develop and those beautiful rainbow colors happen. Let's go back up close. They're $499 for the pair. And a great way to try Ammolite, and something we don't usually see, is a pair of earrings to get you something special and different and bold. And for $499, I'd say, again, we've got the affordable jewelry tonight. We've got the big discounts that you've been waiting on. All those fabulous values you've waited for, whether you're wanting a yellow gold, white gold, rose gold, that's up to you. You can play with it. Really kind of see whatever you wear the most is how you go. We have our ruby and diamond band coming up next. I'm so excited about it. It's bottom of the hour time, so we're halfway through the show already. Got to move a lot of jewelry. I want to remind you we're only 30 minutes away from the Blue Wing Block D in the signature mounting with the carat 20 in diamonds. By the way, this is a ring I've been selling in this mounting for about 23 years, and it's never, ever, ever lost its popularity. Never waned. This is what's coming up in 30 minutes and 30 seconds. Set your clocks. Make sure you're with us. Top of the hour. That is one you do not want to miss. And then the Ammolite earrings. Another one you do not want to miss. And then here we go. Ruby and diamond band time is here. I'm so excited about this. Welcome in, everybody. Halfway through our Thursday night already, if you can believe it. I'm Lauren Blair. We got 90 minutes left. Big top of the hour is happening. Tanzanite value coming your way. This band I have been so excited for. Just waiting anxiously for something like this to happen that we never do, because we hardly ever work in princess cuts because they're very expensive. And it's something that is a cool stone because it's one of the newer cuts when most of the gem cuts of the world have been around forever. And we've seen the same cuts over and over. This is where you're getting really what's the newer cut in the industry, but you can play with them and do more things than you can than other stones with the setting. So I love that for this band. This is going to be an all indivisibly, under God, no, not that, invisibly, right? Invisibly set and individually, because they're all side by side by side. So instead of being a lot of rows, it's a single row, which you can call invisible or channel, and either way is appropriate for this band. And the difference is it mixes the rubies and the diamonds together. So you get this really, it's kind of injecting your collection with some color that you wouldn't normally see, and it's yet stackable. And I brought out a couple for you in both colors of gold so you can see how beautifully they stack together. So you can kind of create whatever you want to do. It's like, again, the way we play with Wonder Rings is really what you're going to do here. Let's take a look at our wheel, and we'll come on over here and we'll show you what they're all about. We've got the yellow gold and the white gold, and we've got like some black velvet here. I don't know where that came from, but here we go. There is the band in the yellow, and here's a yellow too. I want to show you how consistent they are. And then the white gold as well is going to be really awesome, but take a look at how this looks. First of all, we don't do a band like anyone else does a band these days. It's 112, 66, 69. And one of our best here, and I did want to show you a couple, and again, smooth edge. Let's just bring it down to just the yellow and the white here first so you can really see how the two compare. This is a channel of princess cuts. What is a princess cut? So that is a very, very elite cutting style that is a square, but it's meant to be the square that gives us the brilliance of a round. So think of like your ideal cut round brilliance, but in a square shape. This is what the princess cut really is in essence. Now it's Mogok rubies, still out of Burma. Then you get the VS diamonds, and they alternate. They go all the way through. Item number 6669, and it's all done in 14 karat gold. We only have white and yellow. We went with the traditional options here for you. And I've got a couple so we can show them as ring guards and stackables, but here's the breakdown in your princess cuts. You're going to get 67 points in the diamonds, and rather in the rubies, and then 47 points in the diamonds. And no matter what, you're going to have a side to side. They go halfway. They actually go a little more than halfway around the top of the band, so that no matter what you're going to see, even if you have a larger ring size, you're going to see that they go all the way across what you're going to see when you wear it. Look at the inside, though, how much depth there is to the gold, how much, you see the depth there with that very, very back, what would normally be a very thin little band. You can see how substantial it is, and then how we finished it. Still give you ample way to clean the stones from the backside, but want to make sure that you can still get there and also see a lot of light brilliance getting to that stone. So this is really what it's all about. There's your yellow. And again, because it's that flush setting, you can stack them together beautifully. So if you want to put a couple of them, I would say 3, 4, 5 together. And again, the carat weights are 67 points and 47 points. So a lot of that ruby weight there that you have going to be really important. Total diamond or total gem weight of here, carat 14. You choose. I've got one of each here, but we'll start with just one. Let me show you the white gold here, and then we'll show you how they stack together beautifully. So if you want to put them on together, that's how they look. If you're mixing and matching your different gold colors, but let's see what happens here. Get as many as you need. They feel like a little holiday festive style, but they also can be worn every single day. Just to note, that's also ruby, which is July's birthstone, and diamonds, which are April's birthstones. So those two birthstones come in together if you like, if that means something to you. I'm all about significant, meaningful pieces. So if obviously if you love a great band ring with some color, that's what that is. If you want to get something that has a little extra meaning, you've got some birthstones there that you might want to consider. And we're going to make it a lot more affordable than this whole $29.99 deal when you've got 14 karat solid. Again, no rose gold on this one. Just take a look at what you've got a choice of. White or yellow, either way, but not 29. Okay, so this is where it's become clear we have to do something a little crazy. We have to go completely wild. We have to really lose our minds on something individual and fantastic and something we've never had. If you've watched our show all these years, you've never seen this band ring before. And that color, the way that princess cuts are able to show not just the beauty of our VS diamonds, they always look good, but to be able to get rubies popping like these do. We talked about this with the emerald cut 1 carat earlier, how bright it was, the blue reds you're getting. The same thing is happening right here, except I don't think there's anybody who wants it for $29.99, and that's okay. You're demanding a value, so am I. Let's bring you a better deal. And let's not even ask for $29 or $19.99. And when you feel the weight of the band, the solid nature, the silky way it glides onto your hand and off your hand as well. And there is a way, I mean, when it's narrow enough to where you can stack or use it as ring guards. I get a lot of questions about that because almost every typical ring guard we've done has been in white diamonds and white diamonds alone, but sometimes we want to have a little color with our ring guards. It's fun to mix and match. And I always say this because I'm a fashionista. I love fashion. I love colorways. I love to play with color. I love to play with textures. I love to play with fashion. But I will tell you, from a fashion standpoint, red is one of those colors that goes with everything. You can always put a red accent. It's why I'm a handbag lover. So many people love a great red bag because even if they stay really neutral with their wardrobe, the red is such a great way to inject color into your wardrobe and add that pop that's so unexpected. So I think the same certainly goes for jewelry where you can, add red to anything else. And I say that because it's so stackable. Or it's your pinky ring or your thumb ring or your index finger ring that you want to add to have something different, but $19.99 doesn't seem to be working. We've taken $1,000 off every band to make this easy. We're going to take it even lower for you. You've asked for it. We'll do it. $1,499. You know what? Skip it. I need to get some callers on the line. We're already halfway through the show. We got to make the magic happen. So here's what I'll do. We're going to send them out. And I don't know if you like rubies and diamonds together, but I certainly think that is a classic, iconic look. And 14 and 13 and $12.99 are just simply fantastic. But if it's going to take a little more to get these phone lines buzzing tonight, that's what we're going to do. Got to lose the money to move the jewelry sometimes. And that's what we're going to do right now, where you're not even paying $12 or $11 or $10.99, and this is solid. Look at, I've got one on the index finger here. It's not my size because it's a 6, but hey, I'm still gonna work it there. And look how beautiful that is. If you wanna make it a pinky ring, it works there very well. And it would also work as a thumb ring also. Remember, we're taking care of the sizing. So I've got all these sizes here that aren't really equipped to go on those fingers of the hand, but it gives you an idea that there are many, many ways to wear it. It's a style that's classic, and it's not gonna be $10.99, it is $999. And my advice would be, get a couple. Because when you get a couple, that's what stacks so beautifully. That's what gives you the layering effect. That's what allows you to play. I always say that with our Wonder Rings, get them home and play. See what it works with. See how it brings new life to all the jewelry that you already have and love. Let's face it, maybe there's a piece that you have that you don't love anymore, because we all go through that as women. That sounds harsh, but there are pieces I have. I know I can't be the only one. There are pieces in jewelry I bought when I was in my 20s. When I was in my 20s, I was not buying the same jewelry as I am in my 40s, and that's the fact, right? We all tend to have, I think, styles that change and tastes that change. Maybe it was a budget that changed over the years where you want to adapt with it. So this is where, but it's fine jewelry. You don't just throw it out. even if it's something you don't really wear as much anymore. This is the way you can add and breathe new life into pieces that maybe you haven't worn in years. And this is the stackable, the ultimate there. So $9.99 if you want one. We have a yellow gold gone. We're going to get, hi Darren. We've got Darren's request here, which is a ruby gents ring. Got a really good, it'll be a nice follow-up to this band, which I think is definitely more lady-alike. But we're going to show you a big ruby gents ring coming up. And let's give this one a final 60 seconds at $9.99. Then we'll show you the 210. This is the big ruby here. Look at that. Great style band too. So that's going to be a little bit, I'd love the edge that that brings as well. So lots and lots to get to tonight, but final 50 seconds left on this band. And again, I did put one on as a thumb ring because I just kind of want to show you how that looks and feels and how cool that looks there as a thumb ring if you want that effect. Here's one on the ring finger as well, so you can see how you're still going to have more than halfway around. So I love that these stones are going to give you, even if you wear a larger ring size like an 8, 9, 10, 11, you've still got, the stones are going to stretch so that you don't see just plain gold on the sides. You're always going to see that ruby and diamond mix that you have there. So congrats everybody, 20 seconds remaining. What a beautiful way, and again, solid finishing on the inside of the very, very back. I mean, you always want to see the inside under gallery. Well, even on a band, we're going to make it complete for you. We're going to make it so that it's nice and heavy and hefty and looks great. Let's go ahead and show this men's ring by request. So Darren, thank you for the request. It's 112-2982. And it's ruby and diamonds as well. We're just going to the utmost in ruby sizes here with our 2-carat tin, 36 points in diamonds that wrap around it. And we'll make this one really affordable and really easy. And affordable on a gents ring with a ruby in a big size is really like 10,000. That is affordable. When we're talking about sizable rubies, 210 at 10,000 would be affordable. But that's not usually where our happy place is. So we get to take it a lot lower for you and discount all the way through this show for the next 80 minutes we get together on the 210 with the 36 points. Here's the inside under gallery as well. We're going to finish every ring in our gents variety for you with a proper under gallery so that it can be comfortable despite the fact that it's got this amazing size to it and a lot of gold weight. And there's your ruby doing everything we've seen. And I'll tell you, we've seen the princess cuts in smaller, like you just saw. You saw 110 emerald cut in the ladies ring. What has been the common thread in all the rubies I've had, from tiny sizes as accents all the way to now the huge 2-carat 10? The consistency is what we're raving about, because the consistency is no matter how big the stone is or how small the stone is, it's always giving you the glow. It's giving you the brightness and the glow and the true ruby blue reds that Mogok is known for. That is what's so consistent. That's important to remember. Not all rubies, I wish they all looked like this. They don't. So that's the huge deal here. And we're going to make this one, you know what, skip $89.99. There it is. There's the price on the bag. There's the ring. There's the price. I'm going to skip $89.99. That's $1,000 off from where it should be. We're going to make it a lot better. I will get you under $5,000. We'll make it $49. You know what, skip it. Not even $49.99. I'm giving away jewelry tonight. We've got 79 minutes to make a miracle. So let's do it. Let's make it easy. We're not asking $49. I'm not going to ask even, you know what, skip $4,500. I'll blow it out for $39.99, one caller only. And I know, men's rubies, big pieces with a lot of gold, they get pricey. But $10,000 where it should be came down to $89.99, and now it's down to $4,000. So $39.99 when it looks like this on the hand. I mean, honestly, could be, if a lady's out there who wants a really big presence to a ring, that will work for you too, because it feels like a nice wide band ring. And then that 210 looking even bigger, I must say, than a 210 ruby usually does. And chromium rich, which is why you don't see a lot of rubies getting big sizes. I get requests, people always say, do you have a 5-carat ruby? And the answer is, oh, no, we do not. We don't have a 5-carat or a 10-carat or a 15-carat ruby. Why? Why don't we have rubies that are over 2 carats very often? It's because of that chromium content. Was that our requester there, Jason? I had a feeling. And what's he looking for? A different mounting. He's okay with the price point and the 2-carat size. Okay, I think what we have, it's a little more money, Darren, but we have a mounting that looks like a watch band style, where it looks like the presidential links of a designer watch. That we have with an oval ruby, so we can probably bring that one out. So we'll do that for you. In the meantime, we've got a yellow sapphire here. It's going to be very affordable. It's our unheated yellow sapphire, same family as rubies, believe it or not. corundum, meaning all the sapphires and all the rubies of the world belong to the corundum family. This is our big 206, so we're staying in that 2 carat size, but this time around it's 6779. It's brand new in an unheated yellow sapphire. It's got the yellow diamond look to it, doesn't it? But with the halo, double halo, scattered diamonds, and that's going to be our 206, and this gets you into pure forms of corundum that we rarely see. Most sapphires are heated. This one is not. It's unheated Ceylon yellow sapphire, and it's that lovely yellow diamond color of yellow where it doesn't get too orange or brown, and so it really does kind of look more like a yellow diamond than anything else. 206 is the size, 58 points is the diamond weight, and it's one only in white, yellow, or rose gold. You get to decide your gold color on the band and for the setting and everything else, but we've got a great value, and it's discounted, and it's brand new. So you don't often see the brand new discounted. This is, and we're going to take it all the way down right now. Well, it started at $39.99. I had no luck with a big ruby at that price tag, so what we're going to do is make sure it's a lot less, and they are similar because they're the same family and the same size almost. There's all of 4 points difference between what we just saw in a ruby, and even though they may visually not look alike, they are a lot alike because they're belonging to that same family. So what the only difference of why one was red and one was yellow is the different elements that make it up. Chemically speaking, when it grows in nature, different elements account for different colors. And so ruby being chromium rich, that's what gives it its reds. Different when you're talking about sapphires and yellows and blues and purples and all the different array that we have in the sapphire collection. This is under $2,000. Not $19.99, we'll blow it out. It's $14.99. First caller for that one. And then we do have a couple creative tanzanite designs. The big top of the hour is 15 minutes away with our 422. And then we also have big blue sapphires, and they're in earrings. And so for our sapphire lovers, we've got you all set up tonight with quite a few options. Here's the yellow sapphire on the hand, just in case that helps, you know, give you a little reference point. It's still keeping it classic there, but certainly has a lot of that beautiful spark that we would expect to see out of a really good VS yellow diamond, which we usually have, right? But the difference is if I have a 1 carat yellow diamond like I have tonight, it's a vastly different price than $15.99. Here's a 2 carat yellow sapphire. I could never make a 2 carat yellow diamond $15.99. Never, ever. So the difference is important because if you wanted that look, the right sapphire with the right clarity is going to give you a very yellow diamond type look. But the difference is the price tag. I cannot make a 2 carat yellow. You see 2 carat yellow diamonds here on a semi-regular basis. I cannot make a 2 carat yellow diamond $15.99. We just made a 2 carat yellow sapphire. My point is different stones, but when you get an unheated yellow that's over 2 carats, that's a significant size. That's a significant stone. To make it that affordable is rare. So that one's gone at it should be $14.99 by the way. So thought so. $14.99 is what I want to do on that one. So $14.99 extra discount there. And then our last call on this hour when we have a few more things to show you and a few more things to do and taking any and all requests if you have them. So don't feel like you have to sit back and wait for your perfect jewelry piece to come on the screen. We can take those requests from you, show you whatever it is you'd like to see. And I don't know if anyone's interested, but this is the Congales stone that I think is so much just magical. And I know it's not inexpensive because it looks like a $3 or $4 or $5 million Paraíba, but it's our beautiful Congolese blue-green. That is here. Let me know if you want to see a little bit more, if you want to get to know that a little better. We do have that yellow diamond, but look at the difference. This is a 1 carat yellow diamond in a bridge, and again, bright, beautiful, but not going to be $14.99, whereas our yellow sapphire is. Okay. Speaking of really big discounts, I'm going to throw up a lot of great jewelry pieces. And we're going to start with a diamond that's set in this prong setting that's elevated up over this wider band. I have got a Brazilian Paraíba ring. I have a really special platinum yellow diamond ring. So let's show you what we have here in styles that we don't normally see. And this is Padparacha that I'm going to bring to the front here. It kind of looks like that Hugs and Kisses design because it's almost like X and O's, the way this oval is set with a little crisscross detail on the sides. Then we have the diamond, Brazilian Paraíba. This looks like an engagement ring, could be, or it could be just a great band or setting that you get. Take the diamond out if you want to. This has a highway design with that pear-shaped Brazilian Paraíba and then sticking with another pear shape. Here's the wide band. Talk about Wonder Ring ready. Look at this yellow diamond we have in a wider band. Why are they all together? Is there a rhyme or reason? Well, they are discounts beyond. We're going to show you what we can do on some supreme discounts here on 4 really big designer rings. Really specialty, unique looks here, and it is going to be all the same price, no matter which one you like. So let me know what you're thinking or which one's your favorite, and we'll give you the greatest price on all 4. But this is what's so important. When we have 4 great rings, take a look. And I don't know if you're ready, but in 10 minutes, we got the tanzanite, no matter what. Given everything I know about tonight's show, we should probably skip it and show it tomorrow, or Saturday, or Sunday, or some other day, years from now. But I am still, since I've been advertising it and showing it and promoting it, we're going to bring out that 4 carat 22. That tanzanite is going to be coming up here in about 11 minutes and 30 seconds. So get ready, 4 carat tanzanite. I don't know what we're going to have to do with it, but I spent hours negotiating this price before the show even started. And now I don't know if all that work is going to pay off in terms of value. So what we're going to do is we're going to help you with this wheel first. Take a look. Which one is your favorite? All going to be, I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I got to make sure all 4 go. And that has to happen in the next couple of moments. So let's get you ready. Do you like the padparacha in the front? Which, by the way, this is either platinum 18 karat gold or 14 karat gold. So let me walk you through them. This is going to be 18 karat rose gold. Stays as is. This is platinum Brazilian Paraíba. This is also platinum yellow diamond. And here is our white diamond ring in the 14 karat gold. So 18, platinum, platinum, 14. Here's what we'll do. All of them stay as they are. The only question is, what ring size do you need? And how low do I need to go? I think the answer is extremely, 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 extremely low. And unfortunately, they started at $69.99 and up for all of those rings. After all, that padparacha is huge. It's a 96-point padparacha in the 18 karat gold. Diamond weight is 39 points. We have a 40-point white diamond right over here. The yellow diamond is also 40 points. So we've got 2 diamonds. You let me know if you want the white diamond, or do you want the yellow diamond in the fancy cuts, or Brazilian Paraíba? Hey, that's a big size. That's an 8-pointer individually. On that Brazilian Paraíba, the last time I saw a large Brazilian Paraíba, it was our 71-pointer. That was, what was it, $8,000 or $9,000? Or was it more than that? Either way, that's usually how pricey the larger Brazilian Paraíbas go. This is the occasion where we can make a significant size, because in Brazilian Paraíba, 8 points is significant. These are all going to go right now, $69.99. They're not. Big tanzanite special coming up in 10 minutes, so tell your friends. Anybody who ever needs a tanzanite, but they're sick of looking at the pale, washed out block C material, that's all that's left. We're going to change it up tonight. So, and I got to really, really wow you. And I know we don't have a lot of people watching, so here's what we're going to do. Let's take the $69.99 wheel and make it better. $3,500 is your half off price. Well, that's not it. What would you like to pay, Jason? Throw out a number. Now, I know I'm not asking you. I'm going to ask you to ask your customer, and which one do they like, and what would they like to pay? Sometimes you just got to sell jewelry, no matter what. Which one do you like? We can start there. Padparacha, can I try it on? That might help. Personally, I think it's helpful to see it on, right? So let's just try it on, see what you think. I don't know why it's listed as a light 1 carat. It looks larger to me, doesn't it? 96 points on the padparacha, diamonds all the way around it, 39 points there, rose gold, 18K. I'm assuming they need better than 35? How about 3,000? How about 29? How about 25? How about 2,000? How about 1,500? Somebody desperate. 1,500 bucks, out the door, done. You want it? Just say yes. 60 seconds, Tony, or what do we do? I mean, I'm asking, what on earth? I have just gone to $1,500 for any one of those pieces up there, and they are incredible, high-end superstars, and they're all 1,500 bucks. Wait, we're not used to seeing round numbers. $1,499? How about that? I know the voice isn't all there. Sorry, guys, it's my new voice. You're going to have to deal with it. I have damaged vocal cords. Sorry. It's not going to sound great. But I promise you the prices will speak for me. $14.99, we'll do better. Stop everything, we'll do better. Don't buy them yet. Hold on, we got 2 people on the line. Let's do something better. You got the padparacha, great. Padparacha gone. They're not paying $14.99 though. They're getting a better value than that. I will take them lower. I got to do something wild, and we got to sell them out. And we have an exotic Brazilian Paraíba. We have a gorgeous 40-point yellow. We have a 40-point Marquise white diamond. I'm going to make them all $1,399. Any one you want. This is going to be the row. Oh, yeah, that one's already spoken for. Congrats. If you want another one, let me know. Final 60 seconds, and then we're done. $13.99 for anything left. And look what's so good and exotic there. I think that Brazilian pear-shaped might be my favorite one we've had. It's got a better clarity than the 70 pointer that is so much more money because it's so bright. 8-point pear-shaped Brazilian Paraíba, 34 points in diamonds. That is all in a triple, like a highway style of platinum. This is the big, I love this band. Now this band would make a great semi-mount. You could have, it's a removable prong. So what I mean, it doesn't just pop out. It's not like those pop beads that we used to make necklaces out of. Which one? White diamond on the hand, you got it. That's going to be item number 112, 4421. I was just saying, Jess, that a jeweler can actually remove that head, and that could be a mounting for anything. If you want to put a larger stone in that, you could. If you want to put a different stone, let's take a look at it on the hand. Yes. Brazilian Paraíba is going on the hand next. Jess, that's for you. It's our 40 point with 90 points. So 1 carat 30 overall total weight stays in the 14 karat yellow gold. Brazilian Paraíba is going on the hand next. That should be gone. Here comes the Brazilian Paraíba highway style ring. It's got a pear-shaped 8-pointer. It's item number 4699. Here is that one on the hand. That's all platinum too. Diamonds, diamonds, and then solid platinum. Triple band, 8-point Paraíba, 34 points diamond weight. And let me show it the other way too, because why not? You could flip it the other way and wear it like this, where you've got that Paraíba going this direction, which I like better. So again, totally up to you, but that is $13.99 as well in platinum. Jess, did you get our diamond band? Nope, that diamond band is here. So here we go, last call, and then we've got the Brazilian Paraíba coming back on down, and this is the yellow diamond, and that's also in platinum, and that is a heavier, wider, I mean, it's like 3 bands in one. It's like a triple ribbed band that comes together in that V shape, that chevron design that we usually see with our Wonder rings, and that yellow diamond, it's a 40 pointer. 23 points in diamonds as the halo around it, and that's going to be one only as well. They are $1,399 a piece. What has happened to the values? They are better than ever before. We've never seen anything like this before. You dial in, you get your favorite, you get them home, you see what they're all about. If you don't love it, you put it back in that box, tape it up, and send it back to me. And say, Lolo, I hate it. But that's the thing. I know great jewelry, and I know great values, and there is no way you see any of those at home in person and ever want to be without it. It's that kind of amazing quality. Take a look, come on over and see what they're all about one more time. Let's give it 60 final seconds. Go ahead. Thank you. Brazilian Paraíba is sold. Didn't think that would even last that long because that is one of those high-end specialty pieces. Now we're talking to diamond lovers. Do you want the yellow diamond or the white diamond? Both 40-point center stones. That is the only thing they share in common is that they're 40 points in their diamonds, though. What the difference is here is you've got that big band on the sides and you've got the big band in platinum on the right. Which one, Jess? The marquise, it may be gone. It's our 40-pointer right here. And that, remember, has 90 points in diamonds on the sides. Love that. And so that's a lot of diamond weight. 130 total. This is gone, right? And that one stays in the yellow. This one's sold. And now the only one left is the yellow diamond. It's the only one I haven't shown on the hand. So maybe that's what we need to do. 4700. Here's one way to wear it. And then I'll pop it on the other way. And there's a great weight and feel. Again, it is platinum. It's a wider band of platinum. We know that. So you've got a great style. Let me flip it on around so you can see it the other way. Just a little flip magic there. That's what it looks like that direction. And who else is checking in on YouTube? Hey, Pam. Thank you so much. That's funny. Maybe for a few more days. Who knows, Pam? As long as, you know, they'll kick me out eventually. Doing values like this, yeah. 40-point marquise, 90 points, actually rather 40 points at 23. That's the 43 with the 23 in the halo, and that is going to be 40-point individual. So 40, I'm sorry, it's 40, just 40 and 23. So 40 just like the white diamond was, 23 in the halo, the wide band is platinum, stays in platinum. That's our last one. We got to get this wheel sold out completely. Let me know what you think there. That's really cool. I think Pam is disagreeing with the Vin Scully comparison, but that's okay. I completely agree with you, Pam. No way. She's like, I know who that is, but I don't think so. That's pretty high praise for Lolo. But, you know, I'll just take it. I'll just take it. Just being in the same sentence, I'll take it. Pam's like, I don't think so. But, you know, it's one of those things. We're doing different things, right? We're doing different things. Now, for those of you that don't know, my dream was to be a teacher when I was really young, but then as I started to get into sports, when I was like 10, I got really into sports, and my brother was playing Little League. He was a superstar pitcher. He was a lefty, and he's like 6'5", so, you know, he was a star pitcher for a lot of years till he decided to go into tech. And I became obsessed with baseball, and all I wanted to be was a baseball commentator. So really, the comparison really is, you know, for Pam and for Sally, who are all, you know, hanging out on YouTube together, chatting. I got to tell you, that's why I just, as someone who grew up with that in mind, that was my aspiration, and still is, actually. Pam, to your point, whenever I'm done with this, that's what I'll be doing. I'm waiting for Vegas to get their baseball team, and then I'm going to be, you know, commentating over there. That's my goal and my dream. It's actually to go back to my original goal, which was to be a baseball commentator. That's all I want to do. That's, now that I've been a career woman for all these like 25 years, that's all I want to do in life. So, you know, that's probably the next step, Pam. So you got it. So that's pretty funny. So that's why, again, I was so excited to see Sally say that, because that actually is the ultimate goal and dream, and that's my next step, hopefully. So again, when I've sold all the jewelry in the world, that's the next step. So, all right, coming up, let's get a move on, and yeah, that's the dream. That's the dream. So that'll be the next. But anyway, we've got one last ring here. I'm shocked it's our yellow diamond, but that is it. And so, it's a really, really good one. And that one, I shouldn't be here with all that platinum. And wait till you feel it. That's what's, again, I can never, ever tell you exactly how heavy it is, because I don't know what size you wear. So depending on your ring size, that's going to be, you know, dictating how much gram weight you get. Right now, it's only a size 5 or so, or 5 or 6. So again, it's still really hefty. So if you're going to go with a bigger size, you're going to get a lot more of that platinum gram weight to it. So anyway, let's talk what's next. Yep, it's just going to be all about the top of the hour. I've been telling you what's happening. It's not going to be a surprise to anybody. Oh, except for those people that just tune in at 7 because they think that's when the show starts, which, again, a lot of you will. So we still technically have 15 seconds. That one's still here. The only piece from our wheel that is left so far is that yellow diamond. And again, look at that, 63 points in total, but it's all about the yellow center stone, then the diamonds around it. And this is one you can still play with, even though it's really meant to be a standalone. Let's show it one more time, then we'll get to our top of the hour. It's still one you can play with a little bit and add, because it does kind of wedge right up to our wonder ring as well. So that's important. All right, next up, we're going to show you the top of the hour. I'm going to give you a little peek at it for those of you that just tuned in, and we'll talk about why we're already on the air. Because we started 2 hours ago, and we are now talking about our very, very, very last hour of our Thursday night. And here is a stone that just when you think you've seen Blue Wing Block D before, we have been saving this very special stone, which looks like it has a little water spot, so let me clean that up. And this is going to be, item number, Tony, is 1126942. I have been here for a while tonight, or this afternoon, I guess, because again, I no longer work at night. I now work in the afternoon. So welcome, everybody. And for those of you, again, that are going, I'm confused. What's happening at 7 o'clock? What do you mean? We've been on the air for 2 hours. So if you haven't heard, because we really announced it more or less last week, and I know a lot of you were probably traveling in on the go or baking or cooking or Thanksgiving stuff. So here's what's happening. We started broadcasting as of Monday, this Monday, the 2nd of December. We started broadcasting with a new schedule, 7 days a week, 2 shows every Saturday and Sunday. I have we've got a new host here that has joined us. His name is Daniel. So he'll be with us as well. He's with you on Monday and Tuesday, and then Saturday and Sunday evenings. I'm with you Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings. And so we're bringing you shows all the time. But we also, with that, moved up the hours. So we now start at 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And by the way, if you're thinking, yeah, but Friday's only online, no, it is not. As of tomorrow at 5, Friday is back on television nationwide and online. So you can join me for that tomorrow. We'll be having a great Club TVON celebration, as we used to do back in the day. So glad you're with us tonight. It's Thursday. We're live. I'm Lauren Blair. This is a real thrill to show you a treat here that is Museum Reserve that actually you've never seen before, because even though this is an oval, or is it? Even though it's Museum Reserve and even though it's a 422 size in the signature mounting, we have not seen this stone before. Why? Because this is the stone that is our first ever of its kind. We have been saving this and saving this and saving this for this special moment, and now we get to show it to you. And that is why I've been talking about it all night. I've been giving you little sneak peeks at it here and there to make sure you're aware that this is happening now. And it's a carat 20 in diamonds in the signature mounting in any gold you want. And it's the only roval we've had in a museum reserve stone. So you're getting the specialty cut that is not just a round, not just an oval, it's somewhere in between. And that's the beauty of this stone and this one and one alone. And it is fabulous in every single way. I cannot wait. Now, here's the whole problem. When I came in this afternoon and when I surveyed the show and look at the inventory and look at what's new, the issue was glaring. I instantly gravitated towards this stone in this ring. There was a problem, by at least my calculation. The problem was, and I know most of our museum reserves are actually $99.99 when they're of this size range. Here was the issue with this one. It had come down in price, but I was looking at an $88.88, as in $8,888 price tag. Here's what we're going to do instead. I came in and saw this and immediately said, oh my gosh, the roval is finally here. Because remember, back on December 18th of 2018, I was here and went into our conference room to meet up with the gentleman who mined these stones, who came with one associate, who had them under lock and key in a briefcase filled with gem paper, and these were all across a huge conference room table. And we're talking about every one of the very best. It was like looking at a stone I'd never seen before. I'd been selling block D tanzanite for basically about, 18 years prior. I'd sold a lot of block D material, but I had never seen this specific material. Well, no kidding, nobody had ever knew it existed except for the miners who were mining it at that time. It is all completely mined out as far as block D is concerned. There is no more. Then the blue wing block D, it arrived here on the scene. We didn't start showing it till that very, very last couple of days of 2018. Now fast forward to today, it's almost gone. That is why we're into the museum reserves, which are all we have left. And now we're seeing what I'll never forget, seeing the individual stones that were set aside as the museum reserve from the beginning. And those were the ones that, of course, there's memorable stones that you'll always remember and always think about. This was the roval, the one and only. That's the thing that's so crucial to remember about this stone. As you come on over and take a look, we can do any gold you want, white, yellow, rose gold. Here's what I want to do. I said 88.88. Here's what I did. I took 88.88, I divided it by 4.22, and I said, that's $2,100 a carat with free diamonds. They said, yep, the diamonds are free. I said, up, it's $2,106 a carat. We had to change everything. Now, here I am 2 hours and 5 minutes into our Thursday, and I'm curious why is it doing that? I'm sorry that it's shaking so violently when the wheel turns. I'm not sure what's going on with our wheel, but some things are happening. So I'm not sure. Don't worry. It's not, no more tsunami warnings. We already have one today. We're done with those, right? We're done with those. So I don't know if it's an earthquake or whatever. It's not. It's okay. It's the wheel. It's just acting up. But I think that it's going to be good to show you a little more brilliance on those stones. Here's what we have. With all the red flashes, the great undergallery, I mean, I know this is like, crucial to some, and yes, it's important. Look at that undergallery that's all built inside of it. If you're waiting on a deal, if you're waiting on a value, if you're waiting on a wearable stone, I think a 422 out of what we have left certainly is one of the more wearable styles we have. It's a roval, so it doesn't act as a typical oval, which is special because the typical oval is not going to do the same thing that a roval does. This is the roval. It's a little more elite. It gives you a little more fire, a little more flash, and of course, incredible red flashes and saturation here. We are not going to do 88.88. I begged, I pleaded, I negotiated on your behalf hours and hours ago to try and get this to a much more reasonable price tag that could make something more doable happen, and I got it down. But after being through 2 hours of this show tonight, I have realized we're going to need to do something extra special and get you a lower price tag. So here's what I'm going to offer. We are not going to bring this down to just, want to see the bright red price? $7,900, there's the ring and there's the price. $79.99, that's after negotiating for about 42 minutes on a ring that I love, that I know is special, that I'd like for somebody, a collector perhaps, maybe someone who's brand new who doesn't have blue wing block D yet. This is the one to own. White, yellow, or rose, please decide whatever gold color you wear the most, just go with that one. It's not going to matter because the stone looks amazing no matter what. Here's what it looks like on the hand. That is a carat 20 of our signature VS diamonds in our signature mounting with one of our very best museum reserves, and I have a question for you. If I make this one of the most affordable tanzanites, oh, and by the way, I saw our jewelers today and yesterday and last Friday and last Thursday. And guess what? I never got to see the jewelers anymore because of their time schedule, right? But now having the earlier shows like we do, I get to see our bench jewelers every single day. The amazing men and women who craft these pieces by hand for you every single day. And I get new updates because as I'm sitting here showing up and doing shows, I'm mindful of what's happening in the gold and the diamond world at large, but how it translates to real life scenarios when we're making jewelry by hand for you every day. This mounting, back in the day, I can remember 20 years ago, used to cost about $3,500 to make. Then it went up to $4,000, then went up to $5,000. Well, lately, because of what gold and diamonds are doing, now this same mounting costs us over $6,100 to make it. $6,100 to make it. We have new registrars shopping right now. They're getting registered, ready to go for this deal, and I'm glad they are, because this is not one you want to miss out on. And it's not going to be $79.99. Because I need to do something wild. That's all I've learned in the 2 hours that I've been with you, is we've got to go crazy on this value. And I want to get these phone lines lit up. And I want to do something that even the mounting alone, if you ever wanted it for the mounting by itself, we do that. But I will tell you right now, you're paying $6,182 for the mounting as of today. I checked it today. $6,182. Let's put it up there, because that way, if we sold it at that price, you would be getting that 422 Museum Reserve Roval for free. I don't know what's happening with the wheel. But I know it's excited. There we go. Smoothed it out there. There we go. That's a free 422. That's direct from our factory to you. That's the price of the diamonds, the gold, and the labor to put it together. And I don't know anyone else who's going to give you a free 4-carat plus tanzanite, even a regular tanzanite. This is Blue Wing Block D exclusivo to us, TVON only. Nobody else has it. We are in the final days of bringing it. Anything that's left on December 31st looks like it is. Actually, I would be surprised if there's anything left. If there is, those are going to be shipped out to museums all across the world to be on display, which was the original intent. Now we get to help you out so you can have your own museum. Now, museum and bulletproof glass cases are optional, right? The way you display it in your home, the way you keep it, the way you show it, the way you actually display it, that is up to you, right? I cannot throw in the free security guards. I cannot throw in the bulletproof, encasements or the halogen lights to display it. What I can give you is free gold color, changing on the mounting. I can give you free shipping, free ring sizing, and all of that. And give you one of the greatest values you've ever seen, which is not going to apparently be $61.82, because nobody wants my free 422, because nobody has said sold yet. So instead, I got some news. What we can do is simple and easy. We can make this hard, we can make this easy, we can make it stay, or we can make it go. I'd rather see this out the door. And I think that for anybody who's not watching this show tonight, and anybody who says, I heard through the grapevine what happened, I know what happened, or I missed it, or you watched the recording later, here's the deal right now. I'm going to put this on the auction block, and we're not going to go $6,000. I'm not going to go $5,000 to open or $4,000 to open, and by goodness, this is going to be the deal to get in on. And I know it's a more quiet night, I get that. I know it's a new schedule, it's only day 3 of starting 2 hours earlier than we have for years and years. So here's what I will do to make sure that even if you already have a blue wing, maybe you don't have an oval, maybe you don't have the signature mounting, maybe you don't have one with a lot of diamonds, maybe you don't, maybe whatever it is, maybe you want to gift one to somebody who loves tanzanite, but if they're shopping anywhere else, including the fine designers, and there's a lot of great designers out there that do tanzanite, like the big names you know and the big names that you shop that are on Rodeo and Fifth Avenue and everywhere else around the world, in every big city are those big designer boutiques. They have tanzanite. But just note, even with those higher price tags, they're not going to bring you the quality we have here. They can't, they don't, and they won't. They don't have it, we do. So actually, you're getting the better value, because it's not going to be even $3,500 to start. I really want to go crazy here. We may have to do bigger increments because I'm planning on going really low, but let's do $100 increments, and you know what? Skip it. Let's stick to my routine. $10 increments. $10. I don't want this now. I know whoever's first on the phone line's great. You open it up. I want a lot of people in. I don't want just one bidder or two bidder or three. Let's get everybody in. Let's give everybody a chance to own our only roval we've had, the one you need. This tanzanite is amazing. This is the go-to. Tracy says she has 2. Wait, you have 2? Oh, she has 2 ovals. Okay. She says, I have this mounting. It's my favorite. It's my go-to. That's what I'm telling you. For 23 years that I've been live on TV, and I haven't been doing this for 23 years where I took like a 12-year break, right? I mean, in our business, there are hosts that have been doing it a long time, but you don't see them for about a decade, and then they pop up, and then you don't see them for, right? I've been with you like almost every day for 23 years. Like, you know, really bringing you jewelry, like actually in the trenches, doing everything. This is where I have never heard anybody say anything bad about this mounting. It's always a favorite. Listen, it takes a lot to call something the signature mounting. It takes a lot to, as someone who recommends a lot of mountings, for people who reach out, because in today's day and age, you can all reach out, and you all do, and you say, where should I start? Where should I go? If I'm looking for a gift, if I'm looking for something that I'll love forever, I don't know where to begin. This is where you begin. If you can handle a lot of diamonds, this is where you start, because this mounting is tried and true, famous and favorite, will always be one of your favorites forever and ever and ever, amen. And it's not even $3,500 to start. Here's what I'm going to do. How about $3,000 to start? We have a couple of people. No, we don't. Okay. They were thinking about it, talking about it. I know we have a couple of people getting registered, perhaps thinking about starting this one. Well, like I said, I had thoughts of maybe holding off on this till a different day. Now we're here, and now I think it's too late. It's too late. Can't redo it tomorrow. We got to do this now. So here's what I'm going to do. We have nobody on the phone lines at all. Let's go to 25. You know what? Skip it. Let's go. I was going to think about $2,500, making it a deal. This is going to be a $10 increment. Maybe it goes, maybe it stays. It's that kind of night. If it does go, congratulations in advance, because you have just scored one of the utmost, most incredible values we have ever brought to you, ever, in home shopping. And I know that you shop everywhere. I know you watch everywhere. I know you know what's going on everywhere. Nobody has what we have. Nobody has that material. It is worth it. I would say it's worth it to spend more to get better material. I'm a believer in that. But if you can get a better quality material and spend less than you do everywhere else, that is a value. And this is not going to be $2,500 either. I'm leaving it with the $10 increments. We're going to get you on the lines here. And if it's the last thing I do, I'm getting this piece out the door tonight. And I'm not going to do $2,500. This is an amazing mounting. It's an amazing mounting. It is finished, and even though it's larger, I get it. It glides like silk onto your hand. It glides off the hand. If you plan on wearing that every day or just once in a while as a special occasion piece, either way, it is so comfortable, supremely comfortable, easy to wear, goes with everything, looks fabulous, whether it's in the white, the yellow, or the rose. I know it's very diamond intense, so we like to see it in the white to start, but if you want yellow or rose, go ahead. It's not even going to be 25. We are verifying, by the way. I just heard that word verifying, and I know we've got a couple of people now talking about it, thinking about it, getting on the lines. Here's what I will do instead. It's not going to be $2,500. Every little bit counts, right? How about $2,400? Do you see the red flashes? I know the ovals are always, because of the cut, they don't always show them on camera as well as some of the other cuts, but I'm standing here looking at it in person. I've been looking at it for hours and hours and hours today. I know this stone from 6 years ago, almost to the day. The 18th of this month would be the official 6-year anniversary. That's in like 10 days or so. So here's the moment. How about 24? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. How about 23? Don't make me do this. $6,182 mounting. Without, what's a mounting? That's this without the stone. That's how it starts. You start with a mold, then you go to a casting, then you make it, you set the diamonds, then you set the center stone. The mounting is the gold and the diamonds without the center stone. That is $6,182. This is crazy. Ludicrous, really. So it's not going to be $2,300 either. We're going to go even lower. Come on in. And if you want to own the biggest and best we've got in the one and only Roval, here it is. It's not even 23 or 22 or 21. I need to make the magic happen, and we're going to do that right now with a $2,000 open. $2,000. And I know we're not supposed to do this. I can't imagine what all of our team is saying right now, because we all sat in a circle at a table today hours ago and negotiated down to $79.99, which you saw on this bag. And that was the lower price because it started at $88.88. And because of the big diamond weight, because of the big gold weight, because of the, again, the mounting and the way it actually takes so much time and so much money to construct it. You're thinking, I know you're looking at the diamond weight, but you have to realize to set a carat 20 in diamonds, you have to have a lot of gold. Those diamonds are all set in gold. So it takes a lot of gold to set a carat 20 in diamonds. And we are looking, and that's all with $61.82. This is a $6,100 and $8,200. If you spent $61.82 right now, you'd be getting that $422 for free. And that's Museum Reserve Roval, so nothing wrong with that. I would love to say, hey, you got it for free. This is a better value, though, because look what you're saving you potentially. Now, obviously, it's going to take a phone call. If you're wondering how to shop, you have to dial that phone number. There's no app to tap. There's no online website to go purchase this ring, although it'd be interesting to see if that ring is online, because if it is, it's probably like usually the website has about 20% more than our prices on air. So, and that would be 20% more than that price. So you got to figure it's about $11,000, $12,000 on our online. This is why you watch the show, because sometimes desperate things happen and you got to make moves and you got to sell jewelry even when there might be a small audience. So that's what's happening right now, because live in this moment, listen, anybody who tunes in and watches this recording tomorrow morning is going to watch all this, but they don't get to get the $2,000 open. You have to be here live and you have to bid. It's kind of the magic of the live show, is that you get values that nobody else can or would get. Come on, take a look at it. I'll try it on again. Do we have a $2,000 open? I was thinking about giving it 60 seconds. We may not need to. That is so, look at this. Look at how wide the band is on the sides. Look how much gold and diamond weight you get there on the sides. Look at the huge halo, all those big individual round brilliants that you have all the way around that tanzanite. Here it is from this side. Here's the under gallery. Let's take another look at it on the hand. White, yellow, or rose. My gosh, what a giveaway. That's a giveaway. And I toyed with the idea of doing $100 increments. I did that earlier in the show. I skipped it and went $10 increments, so that if you're not in here quickly, it's not going to break the bank to go that next step or that next step or that next step. You've got a $10 increment only, and look at what that ring looks like. For reference, size 5.5 is what I wear. This can be sized to any size you need. I think we go up to a size 20. Down to a size 3, up to a 20, I think. So we got you covered there. It is a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous ring. We have $2,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that took a moment, but I have news. We officially have the open at $2,000, and why we don't have 200-300 people on the phone lines right now tells you everything you need to know about how I even got to this point. I didn't think that we would have to go this low to get this even started, to get this, but that's been the story of the evening here. So that's really the difference maker. That's what changes everything. And if you could feel, I know, if you know this mounting, if you could feel this mounting, if you knew how it feels, how it looks, what it takes to make it, we've told you that in actual monetary terms, but to see it in action, to watch this be created, how it takes literally a good day and a half to create this mounting, when that's what one jeweler dedicates themselves to, is just creating that one fabulous mounting. And again, you're going to get it in your size. For those of you that are new, because I know we have a lot of new shoppers these days, this time of year, got a lot of people that are finding us for the very first time. We've been here almost a decade. This is where a lot of people are finding us for the first time ever and wondering, what is going on? Is that plated? Is that faux? Is that lab grown? Is that man-made? This is actually not just the real deal, one source tanzanite. It's the best that's ever been mined. It's VS diamonds instead of your typical SI that you see everywhere else. It's solid gold, not a plating, not a mystery metal, not an overlay, not a vermeil, but solid gold. This is why it takes almost $6,200 to make the mounting before you set the 4 carat 22. Shall we take another look at it? Because this is one that should not be here at $2,000 only, but that's where we are at. So that's all we have. So here's what I'll do. We're going to give it a final 2-minute clock. We have to. I don't know what to do other than that. I'm thinking, do we offer store credit to not take it? I literally could option our lead bidder. I could say to our bidder right now, is there something I can offer you to bow out, to forfeit, to get out of the auction? But instead, there's our 2-minute clock, and it's already ticking down. Tony, can you stop that clock real quick? Because that, I know we talked about it. I cannot say enough about this, having sold literally tens of thousands of just blue wing block Ds here in the last 6 years. But I've been selling block Ds, which aren't as good, I know, but block Ds are the best. Before we knew about the existence of blue wing block Ds are the best. I've been offering this for as long as I've been doing this. I have sold literally, I've sold over $1 billion worth of jewelry on TV. And a lot more. And that's the thing. A lot of that's been tanzanite. And it's been great tanzanite, really deep, rich, saturated stones. But this is another level. Something like this is totally unexpected. And it wasn't until 6 years ago that we even had the introduction into what this material is about. That's the beauty of it. It's different, it's bold, it's unique. I promise you that price doesn't look right. It's not. It's my desperation level here to get this one out the door on a very quiet Thursday to make sure we can make a miracle happen for one of you, whether it's your 15th, whether it's your 25th stone, whether it's your very first ever. You really only need one. And as long as you have at least one, and I'd like it to be museum reserve because, well, that's number one, all we have left. And number two, that's the best out there. And we're going to give it now the final 2-minute clock, I promise you. So it's last call on this very, very special mounting. If you honestly, you could call us at any day of the week during a customer service hour, well, Monday through Friday, and you could ask for that semi-mount as a semi-mount. And you're going to pay more than $6,180 for the mounting without a stone. So let me also give this bit of advice. With this auction happening live, you might actually consider just buying this or getting in on this auction for the mounting by itself. Did you have a question there?
Oh, I just want to mention earlier, I got Tracy, the dancing queen.
Yes.
And it says she has 2 opals in the secret.
I saw that on YouTube, actually. Tony sent, this is her favorite, right? Exactly. And she has like 50 tanzanites. You know what? And I paid money. I would pay money, Tracy, to visit your museum. She said, I love this. Now, Tracy has so many blue wings, and she hasn't been shopping with us all that long. You know, I think she's relatively new with us. Tracy, you haven't been with us for like years and years and years, right? I only started hearing from you maybe about, I don't know, has it been a year even? I don't know. She's amassed quite a collection. She said she can open her own. She said, forget TVON's museum and the museum reserve. She has enough that she's compiled and amassed over collecting here off TV. She could open her own museum. And you, yeah, a little bit, but go true to size. The question was, does this ring taper in the back? You can go true to size on it. It's not going to taper down to nothing, Jess, but you can see there, and this is a great chance to show you the under gallery again, which is really important, the way it does taper in the back for you. The red flashes, boy, I hope they're coming through on your screen at home. I know ovals sometimes don't unless I start blocking all the lights, which is dangerous to do. But Tracy said, I'll open my own museum. And you know what? I think I probably, Tracy, have I not sold you every blue wing you've got? I probably sold you every one that you have, and yet I would go pay money to go visit your museum because after a while here, I'm not going to be able to see them either. I'm going to have to rely on sending, seeing yours that you already purchased from me to go see them again because once they're gone, they're gone. That's the crazy part about this is that once they're gone, they're gone. That's the truth. There's no more rough material. I can't even go get rough material and cut it myself. Like that's the deal. It's just down to the last call, and that's why this is such a perfect time. If you happen to be newer, with this collection or newer to us, you got to go now. It's not like you're going to have years and years and years to think about it or debate it or find the right one. I don't know if you're going to be able to collect as many as some of our other viewers have, but just all I think you really need is as long as you have one of the best, you're good. And you're going to be glad you do because you're going to forever and ever walk into, think about this for a second, you're going to walk into jewelry stores all over the world as you travel. I know a lot of people tell me, say, I've not done cruises before. I've not been on a cruise. I spent a lot of time on boats, but not cruise ships. But a lot of you tell me that's where a lot of you look at jewelry. A lot of you like to look at when you go on vacation on a cruise ship, you look at the jewelry they have there. I've heard it's very pricey. Obviously, people are on vacation and, they figure, I guess, let's just, have a memorable souvenir. But again, no matter, I think there's a point of pride to knowing as you wear this and enjoy this every day, you still can walk into any jewelry store, any online retailer, any designer, watch any network you want, go to any cruise ship you want, and you're going to have a better material than they can even show you, regardless of what they're asking in price, which pretty much everything would be more than $2,000 in tanzanite. I don't know what you're going to find. Even in teeny tiny material that has no color, what are you actually going to find for under $2,000? Not much. Maybe a sterling silver or a 10 karat with a little 1 carat that's all kind of washed out and faded. How about this? Best of the best with, I saw that red flash. That red flash is coming through. That's pretty impressive. So this is where you go now. And I did with the clock already end. Is that clock gone? See, this is what you call, I'm on a little museum reserve Roval soapbox right now. I'm on a major like, you got to get it. If you've thought, and remember all that said, because I know we have new people shopping, all of that I just said, everything I've mentioned, everything that you're, chiming in on this auction, remember this. If you get it at home, after it's in your gold color, in your size, shipped to your door for free, if you get this at home and you are not over the moon ecstatic, jumping up and down, happier than you've ever been, you send it back. Send it back to me and you get your money back. It's not it's just, again, it's the way to shop. And we are at $2,000. Do we have 2010? Never seen anything like this. Never. And here I was, ironically, so ironically, fighting for this to be lower and lower and lower and lower hours ago. And now look what I've done. No one saw that coming. So are we at 2010, yes or no? You got it? You got it? Sold. Congratulations, that's gone. Bye. And I will never live that down for as long as I can. At this point, Tony, TVON, like the management here, probably is calling every Major League Baseball team and minor league baseball team in the league right now, asking if they will please take me on as their new commentator. Just so I stop selling jewelry cheap like this, right? They're probably just going to call. They're going to find my job for me. They're going to say, get this girl something else to do because she can't sell jewelry no more. That is just illegal. What I just did should be illegal. But that's why you watch these live shows. You just never know what you're going to see happen on the air. Take a look at this. I love this Congales blue-green. Right? But Tony, I'll never have a director like you. Never. 112-6700. Here we go. And it'll be better for my voice too, because I'll have probably there'll probably be like a color analyst too, so I won't have to talk all 3 hours. Think of how much that'll help. That would cut down my speaking time in half, theoretically, right? Plus you'd get breaks, between innings, commercials, yeah. And I'd have a color guy there, so he'd be in a sideline guy. So then I'd only have to talk for an hour and a half. Be so much better. All right, so here we go. 112-6700. But then I wouldn't have all this fun. I wouldn't have all this jewelry to give away. And all these sparkly 8-carat 11 Congolese blue-green stones like this with a carat 18 in diamonds in a designer 18-carat gold mounting. This is one of my favorite things. It's got all the diamonds in the side of the gallery. Yes, please. This is fabulous. And yeah, I just had to show it because why not? It looks like Paraíba. It's the new find out of the Congo. Stunning. I love it. I might be the only one. I don't think so. This stone could have a fan club. Let's start a fan club for the 811. What a piece. What a piece. 811, that's the size. Diamond weight, I got to show you more though. 118, look at this though. There's a split shank, but we put a little something in between. Love that. I like the look of when you look at it straight at that side angle, you see so much of the stone glowing through, and then it's almost like the diamonds are an overlay, but they don't touch the pavilion of the stone at all. And then you have this fabulous undergallery. Well, that's not even technically an undergallery, it's a gallery. It's a gallery. You see it. If it was an undergallery, you wouldn't see it when it's on. Instead, this is where you have what we call profile details. So watch when it turns to the side and you look at the profile of the ring as you do here. It's actually going to have all that diamond design that you see that's leading up to the basket work up top. This is so gorgeous. And it's another roval. So it's taking blues and greens and spinning them and twinkling them and twirling those colors like a kaleidoscope and giving you something very special. We've only got one. It is no longer because I have the power here and I got 28 and a half minutes now to keep on moving as much jewelry as we possibly can. And let's see what we can do instead of $99.99 because that just is not going to suffice tonight. We're going to do something crazy and we're on the eve of our first Friday back on TV in over a year. I'm so excited about it. Yes, don't forget me, Friday night. We are not just online anymore. The first night back on TV is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow will be our return to TVON and Friday nights and Club TVON, as I call it. And we have got that for starting at 5. Don't forget, it's going to start at the same time as our new weekday schedule does. So 5 o'clock start time. Just remember that. 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock Pacific. That's 7 o'clock to start in the Central Time Zone and 8 o'clock in the Eastern Time Zone. So remember, we're going to have our Club TVON Friday night broadcast all over the place. You don't have to watch online. You still can if you want to. You can watch on TV. It's great. So we're going to do that, and it's going to be a very special show in honor of that. Yes, go ahead, Andy. Hi, I'm Leslie from Michigan. Leslie, brand new with us tonight. Welcome, welcome. Brand new register. And then this one going out a lot lower than 99, or even skip $49.99. Let's do something crazy. Even better, even lower. First caller gets it, $39.99. Let's sell it. Too pretty to stay here. And by the way, if anyone needs a tanzanite that's smaller, I do have a carat 71 pear shape. In platinum, I do. So we do have that one. And if you need a larger, I have a 14 carat. That's happening. I do. I have a 14 karat 12. Look at this. I have a 14 karat cushion. Oh, wow. Cushion cut square. Big dot. Wow. That's a fantastic stone. I wonder if we could do something special there. Someone's going to just probably forbid me from ever putting up tanzanite again at this point. 1412. Wow. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so yellow diamond is still here. We still got some blowouts for you as well. Yellow diamond time, big tanzanite, whatever you need. But that Congales needs to go. Also, if we need to recap anything from our earlier part of the show, please, actually, I'm going to recap our 2 Kunzites that are left. Probably got to give our zircon another look as well. And then I had 2 Kunzites left, an emerald cut and a heart shape, so I want to show those because you may have missed them. Obviously, with this earlier start time, a lot of people forgetting, oh yeah, it's going to take a minute to get used to. Trust me, I'm right there with you. It's going to take me a minute to get used to it as well. But let's take a look at this. We've got 2 Kunzites we had as part of a wheel earlier also, and that would be this emerald cut and a heart shape, so rare to see. If any of these sold and I just didn't hear about it, please let me know so I don't show somebody's ring. But look at this. We've got 2 for you to look at. They're both Kunzites, both of the same color saturation, but what they're giving is different looks based on the cut. So obviously we have an emerald cut on the left. That would be 6771 right here. That's a 398. And this is the 394. So 2 great looking stones. Both really nice sizes at just shy of 4 carats. And both one of a kinds. And both changing in the gold color if you wish. Now, I have a preference. Most people have a preference. We usually like the white gold and Kunzite combo. If you want to change it, you can. No extra charge for that. Remember, $39.99 on that Congales. I still can't stop staring at it. I'm totally loving that stone. But if you want either of our Kunzites, they're down to $888 a piece for either or their emerald cut or the heart shape. I do want to point out the emerald cut has diamonds. You see 2 at the top of what is like a blocked side band. Look what happens though. They're also in the profile. See how blocked and squared off it is? Well, on either side, you're also going to have those diamonds tucked in. So you really see diamonds from every angle. Then of course, on the heart shape, you have diamonds burnished into the sides, which are 3 on either side. Love that too. So those are $888. Want to give those 60 final seconds here to shop them. And then I think we're going to need to show you the blue sapphire stunning earrings. Love the sapphire earrings, brand new tonight. They're coming up. Oh, and they give us diamonds. Yes, they do. Sapphires alone wouldn't be enough. We're going to bring you diamonds and sapphires together. So that's going to be happening. And then we've got 2 Kunzites. Grab those. I want to show them on the hand real quick for you. So we'll start with the heart shape. Here's the heart shape on the hand. And again, there's something very magical about how that sparkles. It's giving you the brilliance like a round wood, but in a heart shape, which is super significant and rare. Here's the emerald cut that we'll show you beside it here. If you like the emerald cut, check that out. There's the emerald cut. So heart shape, emerald cut. You tell me which one you prefer. Look at that. Boy, those are pretty. They're classics, right? They're very simple and straightforward, but giving the power of the really intense orchid colors of that stone. That's what we want to see in our Kunzite. We don't want them to be light or dull or pastel. Most of them are. That's kind of the trademark of the stone. These are just higher end quality than what you usually see out and about. And then sapphire earring time is here. Also, just to remind you, we had a really pretty cat's eye. Oh, you know what else? Pink diamond. I had a really pretty cat's eye indicolite that was awfully affordable. check this out. We've got a cat's eye round or roval. It's a cat's eye that's still over 1.5 carats. This was 112, 1169. This would be the cat's eye roval stone, blues that indicate it's indicolite. And then it's got the cat's eye, which is the phenomenal chatoyant effect. In 1.52 carat size with 88 points in diamonds, you choose your gold, and that is down to $1,399 only. So we got that one discounted for you as well. Did you have another new register? Anybody else with a new register tonight? We've had some new registers popping in here and there, getting set up, ready to shop. Love to see that. Don't forget, we never found, hey, Andy, did we not have the men's ruby with the watch band style? Okay. I don't know if Darren's still with us. At this point, he's probably not. Still. Who was that? Hi, Robert. From where? From Florida. Hey, Robert in Florida. Happy holidays to you. Thanks so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know, Darren, if you're still with us, but I don't think they got a chance to find that ruby yet, but I think that if we can find it, I'll be happy to show it if you're still hanging out with us. So we'll do that. Also have, let's get to the pink diamond, because it started our show way back when, like 2 hours and 40 minutes ago. And here's the pink, kind of pinky purple lavender diamond in platinum. The item number here was 112-6850. 6850. Look at that, 5-point round. I know, we have a different metric when it comes to pink diamonds, especially ones that are saturated in rounds like this is. Very high-end platinum and 18-karat gold mounting. It is a 5-point center with 52 points in the side diamonds. That would be the white diamonds, so you get all together, of course, 57 points. But it is fantastic. It's easy to wear. A little bit of rose gold just to set your pink, but it's got that really important round. When we see pinks, we don't usually see the rounds. We usually see cushions or pairs. It's nice to have a round showing off some brilliance, still a VS quality. There it is on the hand. And we're gonna make this one, well, it's $9.99 to the very first caller, but yes, we only have one. So there's an affordable way to get a natural pink diamond in your collection that's got a little more pink than they usually have. That's for sure. They don't usually give you any semblance of a lavender. This does. It's a much stronger pink than they usually deliver. That's very important. I'm so glad we get to bring that at $9.99. Such a good ring. I like that it's wider. It almost looks as if you stacked around it. It almost looks as if it started as a more simple ring with a halo and then just kept on adding bands of platinum and gold beside it. Really important look there. And that's $9.99 if anybody would like it. So that's just a little recap of some of the rings we had in our very first few minutes that maybe if you tuned in a little bit late, then you might have missed that I don't want you to miss because they're some of our strongest values, because I'm always going to start with some of our strongest values. And so that's why you want to be here at the very, very start. Cat's eye and indicolite still hanging out here. We'll get to those sapphire earrings now as we are awaiting some really good earring studs, but we take our studs and we bring it a little bit more impactful. And oh my goodness, are we now in the presence of what looks like, I tell you, they're not actually listed as such, but these have the look of a cashmere, sapphire, royal blue. They look like money. I know that's not what it's all about, but there are a lot of jewelry items that really don't look like money. And there are some that do, that usually cost a lot of money. This is that sapphire earring that just, the way it's designed, the way it looks, the color of those stones is everything. The diamonds that trail around them, the beads. It's not just a milligrain. This is more of a bead-like design in gold all the way around that outer halo. It's item number 6636, and they are new right now. And they are delicious, right? It's exactly that rich velvety royal. They don't take it. This is the problem with sapphires, is that sometimes if they're just a really, really rich royal blue, then sometimes they just look too dark. They get too dark. We never want the stones to be, I know, it's like we're so choosy and so picky about blues in sapphires, because usually what happens is they're either far too light, like a dusty grayish blue, or they're far too dark, which happens far more, where it's just too dark. It's too extreme of a saturation where it's dark, so hence they look navy. And then they don't give you any blue color, really. If there's too much color, it gives you no color. How ironic. This is where you're getting a carat 12 in the oval blues. You also have 16 points in diamonds, and then that beautiful outer, I look at this as a double halo. One halo done in diamonds, one halo done in the beadwork. Makes it look very regal, very royal, very high-end. There's a post that's at the top portion of the oval. So they're really meant to sit in north-south direction. I'll show you on. And then we're going to get them gone very, very quickly. It's so easy, and yet this is a wearable design. I think for a lot of people, if it's a sapphire earring with diamonds, it probably means it's going to look very much like it's got to be with a black tie outfit. This is the one that is going to work every day because it's still bringing a stud type of style. Just a little more than just a center stone, though. It's still going to sit closer to the ear. It's not going to have a drop with a lot of articulation. This is not a chandelier earring, so 3/8 of an inch top to bottom. Very, very wearable. I'll pop one on for you. I do have a gold color option. It's white, yellow, or rose gold. You do get to choose. So however you want that outer bead, like we didn't have the one with the watch. Okay, still looking. Darren, let me know if you're still with us. I did. We have another ruby that came out here that's a 2.5 carat size and a mounting you might like. We're still bringing out any other options we might have as well. So Darren, just let me know if you are still watching and want to see another men's ruby or so, maybe 2 or 3. But let's take a look at this on just to show you here. I'll try to just get my own earring out of the way, and you can see you can play with it. It doesn't have to be north to south. I had it on first with a diagonal kind of orientation. You can wear it directly east to west. You can wear it north to south if you want. But this is what's so critical about this viewpoint, is really about the fact that as you look at it, I'm standing in really, relative darkness here. And look at that. It's still glowing. It's still bright. It's still that gorgeous royal blue that you can see. It didn't get opaque. It's not a navy. It didn't get too dark. And we're looking at it where, I've got the shadows of, bangs here. I've got darkness of where I'm standing. I'm crouched down in like practically a catcher's position to show it to you. I mean, that's what's so amazing. It's still bright blue. Let's go back to the wheel. We'll show you what we've got here. And those are not the backings it comes with. That's my own backing, so your backing is not going to show up. Thank you. That's the one I was thinking of. Darren, let us know if you're with us. I've got 2 other options for you now to bring out. He is? Oh, great. Thank you so much. All right, so Darren, we'll show those next. But let's get these blue sapphires out the door because I know the $29.99 price is just not going to really fit with what we're doing tonight. Yes? Oh, sure. Are you talking about the pear shape? I think that's the only one we had tonight, Jess, which we haven't even presented yet. What was that? Yeah, the carat 71 probably. We haven't even presented this yet, so I can present that in full for you. But let's make the earrings a lot more affordable, and let's get them gone. What do you think? I know $29.99 is not going to work based on what we've been doing tonight. It's going to take a lot more discounting than that. We'll make it happen right now. First, you know what? Make them $9.99. Easy peasy, because I'm looking at the clock. We only have 15 minutes. I'm still in that mode of looking up at the clock and thinking there are 2 hours left. There's not. There's only 15 minutes left in the show. So what I need to do, and I've got requests piling up here. So what we're going to do is make that easy. Hopefully $9.99 gets them gone quickly. Then we show the ruby gents rings and the platinum with the tanzanite. Did you know who that was, Jess, that requested that? Okay, just want to make sure they can stay with us for a minute or two. We're going to show 2 ruby men's rings that are both going to be also 2 carat or more. And then we've got 2 styles for you to choose from, Darren. And then we have also another carat 71 pear shape coming up in platinum, which we'll give a first and full presentation to. But somebody's got to get the sapphire earrings, I would think. $9.99, diamonds, gold, your choice of gold, by the way. So that's your option. Okay. I'm going to leave those here and just know you can still call in and get those because I want to make sure we have enough time with only like 14.5 minutes. I want to make sure we get our rubies up here so you can see 2 options. This is the one I thought of immediately. If you're looking for a bigger stone, this is my favorite. Now, obviously that means nothing. I realize that you do not care at all about what I like and you're not supposed to because I always choose, the hosts that go on and on about what they love. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I like. It matters what you like. That's the one I think of, though, for quality because that's the 2 carat even with 59 points in diamonds in what I think is a very handsome, very masculine style because it reminds me of maybe the highest end watch in the world. Now, that's really a good look because it's got that presidential link style. It's not flexible or moving or anything like that. It's all completely cast. But look at how beautiful the diamonds are with a little rim around it and then also on the profile. So it's like a double halo, but one's on the profile, one's up top, and then you get this great finishing on the inside. Now, for reference, we have another one that looks like this. This would be that triple row on the sides where it's a little bit, you see, a little less wide. It's got actually the larger stone, although it doesn't necessarily look it. That's a 2.5 carat. So this is the 2.5, this is the 2 even. This has a diamond weight here of 59. This has 91. So you get a little larger stone, you get a little more diamond weight. That is going to elevate the price a bit. Here's what we'll do either way. These are incredible mounts. They're both finished. We're going to make this really simple. Here's the finishing you have for each one. Honeycomb under gallery, more of a square-like cutout under gallery. 2 carats, 2.5 carats, both Burma, both Mogok's best. Either way, they're going to be under $6,000. If you like item number 1122860, that is the larger stone with a larger diamond weight. That is going to be $59.99. If you prefer the 2 carat size, and now I think you have seen every Burma ruby in men's ring in our inventory with the one we had previously. That's the 2 carat. That one's 1121362. That one's only $49.99 for a 2 carat ruby. Either way, incredible values because rubies in big sizes don't come inexpensively. Then we'll show the tanzanite pear shape, which we have not even presented yet. So we'll show that next, give you a full presentation on that, and I'm going to switch these around actually, just because that's the way I like to do it. I'm a perfectionist, even on display. So there we go. So that's the 2 carat and a half on the left side, 2 carat, which you're seeing the graphics for on the right side, $49.99 for the right, $59.99 for the left. And if you have a favorite, Tim, we can zoom in on just that one with that graphic and also, of course, try it on. But I'll do that now because this one's the big one here. That's the wider one with the 2 carat. That's a wider overall mounting and setting style. You see that there. Great watch inspired design, which yes, maybe on the side, but you definitely see it from the front point and view. And then we'll swap them out here and I will show you this one, which has got the triple row. That's going to be still a nice size ring, no doubt about it, but a little less wide than the previous. Here's the comparison side by side. So you can see those two, $49, $59.99, $49.99, $59.99. So you get to decide. And again, what's the difference? A half a carat of ruby weight, you get more there, and 91 points here versus 59 points here. Diamonds are a little smaller. They go on the profile of that border as well. Here they are up close yet again, so you can see them one more time and see that either way, the important thing is they're super premium, super glowing, transparent rubies. Okay, so then we go to our fabulous tanzanite, carat 71 on the way. Don't forget about the cat's eye indicolite that we had earlier. Do not forget there was 2 kunzites still left. Yes. You got it. That's my favorite too, Tim. Yay. Okay. Darren likes this one. Tim, for the record, that's 1121362. Congratulations. That one is this one. He wants the 2 carat, right, Tim? The one on the right, you got it. So that is 1362. All right, so he's going to take that one for $49.99. This is 2860, $59.99. Yep. So that's the one that remains. And then the one we had earlier is still here if anyone wants it. Congratulations. Let's go to our tanzanite, though, because we had somebody asking, can we see a little bit more? We've never had this before. It's actually new. And this was the 2.5 with the 91 points, by the way. So it's more of a roval. It's 2.5 carats in a roval, and that's 91 points among your triple row pave on the sides. So that one is here for $59.99 if you want to go with what is our largest ruby for a gents ring. Now here comes the tanzanite, which is $68.39, and that's a platinum piece with a carat 71 pear shape amongst what feels like a highway design, but doing a little artistic ribbon dance as well. It feels a little bit, yeah, artistic, sculptural, but again, the idea is it's multiple rows of platinum and diamonds that are wrapping around this incredible 171 tanzanite. It's 1126839, and it's platinum, and it stays as such. It's a carat 71 pear shape with 40 points in diamonds. And we only have just this one. And of course, this is going to be that great ring with the style being as it is. It's going to have the option to either point down or up towards the hand or away from the hand. I'll show you both ways. But it is platinum, and that we love. And then you see how there's 2 bands that kind of act as more traditional bands. And then this one starts all the way over on that edge and then goes underneath one row of diamonds and then up and over the other side and around to kind of cradle that blue wing block D. Here it is, pear shape, carat 71. Here it is on the hand. Let's take a look at it. That's one way to wear it. Then I'll just flip it around so you can see it the other way. But we'll stay in platinum. We'll size it for you. Definitely one of the more artistic designs we've had in our tanzanite styles for you. It looks like this. And we're going to make that one, you know what, Skip, even $39.99. We're in our last now 9 minutes of the show. Yes, go ahead, Jason. $398. Kunzite is gone. Was that the heart or the emerald cut? Yes, thank you. Enjoy the emerald cut. Heart shape's the only one left in the Kunzite. And here we go. This one's going under $39.99. I promise you that. Last 9 minutes of the show. Got to make the magic happen. Let's get a last couple of items out the door, and then we're going to see you tomorrow. Everywhere, TV, online, all across the nation and beyond. We're going to see if our first Club TVON in ages returning back to television for every Friday night, and that means on Direct and Dish and AT&T cable and anywhere else you might watch us. I think that's it for now on TV, but online as well. If that's how you've been accustomed to watching us, great. You can continue to do so there. Join our community of your fellow TVON shoppers, but we're going to be back on TV. So remember, more of you can watch than ever before, but we're going to make this one really special right now and make it under $2,000 and not even $19.99. And I still have a Morganite to show you for the end of the show, so don't go anywhere. We're not done yet. But this one's going to be, you know what, take another $300 off the price, $16.99. First caller on that one, it's got to go. That's a beauty. That is a beauty. Really is. Just so different. Again, another one of those where even if you have a blue wing block D, you might not have a design that looks like that because it's totally different than anything we brought you previously. So $16.99 gets that home to you. And then we will have an end of the show special. We will have a beautiful Morganite that looks like a pink diamond. Wait till you see this. $66.93 is on the way, and we'll get to a 60-point Morganite. Look at this. Does that not look a lot like the pink diamond we saw, but bigger? Right? Except it's got a nice, almost peachy pink mix here. This one's going to be one fabulous pink and white diamond accents. Yes? Really? Where's Catherine calling us from? Okay, Catherine. Hi, Catherine C. Thank you so much. Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate you shopping tonight. Let's get to $66.93. I know we're down to about 6.5 minutes, so not a lot of time to bring out this brand new item, but it's going to be here, and it's going to be fabulous in price, and we're going to blow it out right now, and it is a 60-point peachy pinky Padparacha looking Morganite is really what it is. 8 points in pink diamonds. Carat 17 in white diamonds. There's a lot happening in this ring, and it is not to be missed. And there's your close-up view. And I know I got to hustle to make this a great price because it's your first time seeing it. And we have very little time left in our broadcast until tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Can't wait for the official return of Club TVON. Can't wait. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'll see you too. But here we go. This is the 60-pointer. 8 points in pink, 17. I just love that we're bringing you a carat and a quarter in diamonds. And look at where the pinks are. They're wedged in between the split shank. You get 2 on each side. They're round brilliants. They're natural pinks. They look divine with that Morganite. And we're going to, well, I have to blow it out. So another $49.99 piece that will not be because we have to take it down lower if we've got 5 minutes left to move it. And I hope you'll call and ask about anything you saw earlier in the show. There are still a couple of ideas and items that are left from earlier tonight. So don't hesitate to ask about them or call up quick because, again, once the show is over, the phone line shut down and then we can't talk to you till tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Pacific time. New start time for our shows on Monday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. And then Tuesday 7 to 10. And then our weekends are 10 to 1 is normal in the mornings. Then we have a new show at 5 to 8 as well in the evenings on the weekends, which this will be the first weekend of that. So I'll be with you in the mornings and Danny's going to be with you in the afternoons. But here we go. $49.99 not going to be. Let's make it even better. It's going to be, you know what, we'll do $14.99 first caller and I got to try it on. I just want to blow it out so there's no question that that's a mega value and we'll do something crazy and I want to show you on the hand here because it's also just one of those that's balanced and perfect. Like it looks like a nice large ring, but it's not oversized, right? It definitely gives you that, you know, peak diamond weight. I love that it's the mix of the pink and the white. It does look for the world like Padparacha or pink diamond with a peachy glow. That's what it looks like. And to get a Morganite that looks like that when it's $14.99 and we've saved you $3,500, that is an impressive discount. But it is the end of the show. We have 4 minutes left in the entire broadcast tonight. If there is anything you need to see or any questions you have and you're watching online or can watch online, we can keep the show going as long as you want. But this is when our broadcast time is about to end in 4 minutes time. This is the one to pick up. And again, a carat, think about it. You're getting a carat 25 overall. Pink and white diamonds, gorgeous Morganite. I keep wanting to call it Padparacha because that is what it looks like. It looks like the best Padparacha sapphire in the world. Yes. Thank you on the cat's eye indicolite. So that puts a little dent in what's left from our show now that that's gone, but we still have the pear-shaped tansy. We have the heart-shaped Kunzite, and I will get that one ready to go out to sizing and shipping on the cat's eye indicolite. So thank you, thank you, thank you there. And our last call on this Morganite, which is $14.99. Can't get enough of it. So that's a beauty right there. And give us a call if you like it. Thank you again to everyone who's watched and shopped tonight. Remember, you're all invited to be with us tomorrow. It starts at 5. I know it's a new schedule, so you're going to hear me talk about it a lot because we need everyone to know when to watch, when to shop, when to tune in. 5 o'clock for our Friday nights, back on Dish and Direct and AT&T and hopefully some other cable eventually. But again, online as well. So you can still watch that way on YouTube or Facebook. Go to TVON. Just if you are going to youtube.com, you just shop for TVON Jewelry and it'll come right up. And then also Facebook, same thing. You go to TVON's Facebook page, we'll be there. And then TVON.com is our website. We're also broadcasting live there when we're on live on TV. So we have our final 3 minutes and we're still waiting for this one to go. If there's anything else I can flash in, we did have the cat's eye go. The only thing else from what I've recapped recently here is the heart-shaped Kunzite for $888. That is hanging out here. Look at the difference though. If you ever wondered what the difference is between, a lot of people say to me, but Kunzite and Morganite are similar, right? Not really. There's the difference. Kunzite has, or should have, more of that orchid pinky purple blue, whereas Morganite's going to have a little more of that peachy pinky kind of padbarasha look to it, at least when it's in its best quality. And by the way, the heart shape is $888 in this Kunzite. It's our last of the Kunzites that I've had today that is still available. Only $888 to get a $394 heart shape with the big burnished diamonds and the round brilliance on the sides. I'm loving that one. And we are going to really bring it tomorrow. So I hope even if you're not typically someone who joins us on Friday nights, since it's our first returning back to TV in about a year or so, we're going to do something really exciting tomorrow. So I hope you'll join me for that. And I think the sapphire earrings are still here. The oval earrings with the diamonds and the pink dot. Look at this. So just in case you want the comparison, there's that pinky purple diamond we had in platinum. That one's $9.99. So here are two options that are pretty similar in their overall looks. Pink diamond on the left, Morganite on the right, both a lot of diamonds. Platinum on the left, gold on the right, $9.99 on the left, $14.99 on the right. So you can call us on either one of those. But just also want to remind you that that pink diamond in platinum and 18K rose is also still here for under $1,000. That is a really big buy there. And then our Kunzite. I mean, it's all kind of pinks and purples and pinky peach tones. So let me just show you what we have here that's left. And then to think that everything up here is $14.99 or less is pretty impressive. So there they are. There are the three that we've kind of been showing here in these last couple of minutes. Morganite with pink and white diamonds straight up in platinum, or the Kunzite heart shape, which is only $888. $14.99, $9.99, $888. That's how it rocks. So this is where pick out your favorite, where if you are a pink gal, a lover of these pink tones, these girly feminine tones, this is where that's a wheel that I think you're going to really enjoy. So $14.99 or less. The $14.99 is the Morganite. Then you have $9.99 for our platinum and pink diamond and $888 for this fabulous Kunzite heart shape, whichever one you like, but we are down about 30 seconds remaining. So let us know. And remember, tomorrow night, big Friday night, let's kick off the weekend together. Let's celebrate. Let's get together. Let's shop. We'll have values. We'll have jewelry. We'll have a lot of fun for you for our big club TVON. It's our first Friday on TV in a long time. So we look forward and hope that you'll join us. Again, it starts at 5 p.m. Pacific. That's 7 p.m. Central, and that's 8 p.m. Eastern. So be here right at the start, because we ever bring it from start to finish. So we'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you so much for joining me on this Thursday. Again, from all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock.